Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm going live by myself. Mo and I were up last night, chilling out pretty late. I think he's tired of doing crap drops. So here I am. Thanks for showing up. Let's do something interesting here. Hopefully it looks okay. I got a bunch of things going. By the way, if you have an Apple device, I just did a big update. So I'm gonna have to go look at that. Look at my tablet here in a second. How's everyone doing? Good to see you, Gus. Good to see you, Jeff. Good to see you, Alejandro. Who is going for the drop today? It is 6,000 editions. And I'm not sure if anyone cares, although it is Yoda, which I'm a big fan of Yoda. So I'm going to go ahead and do a poll. Denny OC, ahoy, ahoy. Good to see you. It's just me. And it's not the Cubathon. So basically, I popped into my stream, and this is the last thing Mo did on my stream. And of course, he does everything good. And he set it up. So this is not a Cubathon. It's just I have no clue what I'm doing. So enjoy the shit show this morning. But we're going to do it together. And if anyone wants to come on, let me know, and I can put a link out there. Anyways, who is going for the drop today? I'm going to do that in a poll. And we'll see how this goes, because I'm not. And I'm interested who is. So here we go. How's everyone doing? Let's see, Team Android for my phone, but yeah, see, that's what I use, iPad and MacBook. I have the iPad for sniping, which I love. Let me make sure I get through everyone here. Sugar Shade 420, Abdullah, Drew, Sugar Shade 420 again, and Backdoor Kicks. Good to see everyone. I don't know what's up with Mo. I put the stream yard link for him, so hopefully he'll pop in. Again, this is his background, so this is not a Cubathon. I just have no clue what I'm doing on StreamYard. That's why he does all the tech stuff. But it's good to see you. Yeah, party for 100,000 subs. I mean, at this point, it doesn't even matter. I was actually talking to Dr. Strange about that last night. They're just vanity numbers. It doesn't mean anything. I'd rather have like a OG Vault 17,000 than what I have. But it's good to see everyone here. Let's see. We got 80% that are saying no, which is smart. I mean, honestly, I don't see why you would go for this. I might try to snipe in the market because I do like Yoda, just to take a look at the different covers. All right, cool. All right. I mean, I'm not blown away. The secret rare, obviously, if you get that, not financial advice, would be nice because you could probably flip that on the market. Hit that like button if you want to. Anything you guys want to talk about? I was thinking about here. Actually, I'm going to pull up. I don't know who went for the Cryptoys stuff last night. Of course, they dropped the Mickey and Friends. It was pretty awesome. The unboxings are cool if you like that sort of thing. I'm going to share this here. And boy, look what I pulled last night. Let me see if I can find it on here. I pulled this last night at like 1 in the morning right here. Let's see, I don't want to unwrap it. See if I can. I'm so worried. Look at that, guys. Number 15. I got number 15 Grail Luke. So, I was definitely pumped. Pulled that. Was supposed to leave some cubes left to open for tonight on Superstar Money. Dino was going to do something. So now I have no cubes left. I literally opened everything. We can go back to my backpack and see what I got, if anyone even cares. But actually, on the Mickey stuff, I was pretty excited. I opened the first cube on the Cryptoy stream. And what did I get? I got the Grail Mini. This is what I got. So this was the first. Let's see if this will pull up here. Again, I'm afraid. So this is literally the first cube opening for this series. So I got lucky to open that up. I tried to give it to Comics Crypto, and they gave it back to me, and then Mo, and then whatever. I ended up doing it. 809, not the best mint, but man, I love this. I love the crystals. I love the grails. Definitely the best. We got the biggest bro in the house. Hey, the biggest bro, you want to come on and help me do this? I don't know if you can. I know sometimes you said you could do it until you get to work. Hop on if you want. I don't know if you saw the biggest bro, if you saw that 15 Grail Luke, dude, that was awesome. Good to see you, Roger Collects. If I'm missing you, sorry guys, doing this all by myself, which I don't normally like to do. So, all right, so we can go. Well, we don't want to deal with the marketplace. We'll go back to my backpack. We'll pull that up. I'll just leave it out there. So yeah, I'm enjoying the Cryptoid stuff. I think the Mickey Mouse stuff, Mickey and Friends, I really like it. I can't wait to see what is going to happen. Yeah, okay. Sugar Shane 420 saying, there's no marketplace. And so, like, I want to be careful for the guys who want to come in and try to make money off of this right away. Tony Dolce, good to see you. It's not that kind of thing right now. They are going to have a marketplace. It's in their white papers. They say 2024. I believe them when they say that. Will explains it like he wants it to be an app for kids and games for kids and all that stuff. And when you throw a marketplace in, that starts to change ages and stuff. So they have to figure out, between the rules, if I'm getting this correct, with Apple and Google and all this thing, they're trying to figure out how they can have a market and be compliant with all that stuff. And then, of course, still allow kids to come on and play with their toys. I think that's what's kind of going on right now. They're trying to figure out how to do that. So it'll be interesting to see. But I'm willing to collect. They're doing the BOGO until Sunday or supplies until supplies last. So if you want to go on and try it, if you haven't, I'd say go on and get one. You're going to get two for $40. I think there's a little fee in there. Great way to start. It's fun. It's a BOGO. It's a great way to enter. We have an affiliate code, Superstar Money. Even, I don't know if you guys know, Doctor Strange is now an ambassador. I just found that out last night. So that's really cool. So anyone you want to use, even if you want to go show Doctor Strange some love, I don't think he has had any use of his code or even put it out yet. So that's always cool, and go for it. But yeah, let's see what we got here. I'm loving the SR cover. Definitely the SR cover here. I'll go back to the, let me pull this back up. There you go. There's this secret rare. Big A's in the house. Abdul is saying they have a marketplace tab, so we getting that soon. Yeah, 2024. That's what it says in the white paper. So we'll see what's happening. Ronnie Lido is in the house. Hey, Ronnie, if you want to come on, I don't know if you're in the position to come on. I'm doing this by myself, so I hate doing streams myself. It's just not that much fun. So if you want to come on, let me know. In fact, let me pull up. I think I've got the StreamYard. I'm just going to put it in the chat. If I don't know you, I won't pull you in. But anyone, if especially the biggest bro or Big A, or I don't know, whoever wants to come in, if you want to come chat, there's the StreamYard. I'll pull you in. I should be able to see you. Gus, yes, waitlist is open. Good. I need help here, guys. So there you go. If you want to join the waitlist, now's the time. I'm getting on my tablet now. I reset it this morning because there was a big update to iPad OS 17. I normally don't like doing that at the last minute before it drops. So I may be screwed. There's probably a bunch of stuff I got to do to get back in. Oh, no, it actually remembered all my stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to snipe this morning, but there you go. Yeah, waitlist is open, guys. If you want to join the waitlist, not sure that this is going to be worth going for, but maybe it's time to feed the beast, pay the $6.99 and help support Veve. Let's see. Here we go. We'll explain. This is Denny OC. Here, I'll put this up here. I've never actually done this. We'll explain the market issue perfectly. I believe if you build it, they will come. Yeah, I do too. I think there's just a lot of issues in this realm, right? We've got SEC, and you want to make things for kids, but you also want to make things for collectors, flippers, people who just want to make money. I mean, everyone kind of feeds this, but they're really focusing more on the masses. And so sometimes flippers like me or whatever, it's not made for me right now, but they understand that. They've talked about it even in private. They understand they want to make everyone happy. So that's where they're going with. Let's see here. Yes, we are ambassadors. Daniel saying we are also ambassadors. Good to see you, Bruin. He was up late. I know, it's crazy. He was up late last night. He came on the stream. And so that was fun. Rewind 2001. Good to see you. If you're getting cubes, I'll put up the link. Like I said, I know everyone here, and I apologize for this crappy production here, but I realize a lot of you are friends with lots of creators. It doesn't hurt me if you go and use their affiliate code. If you want to use ours, I'm going to put it up here. Botrix will probably throw it up later. I got to go find it. I never pinned it because I'm not smart enough to do that. But yeah, you could use our code. The BOGO's going on until Sunday or supplies last. Here is our affiliate code. Just remember, we do get a commission off of that, and we're going to use that for fun stuff on here. But you can use our affiliate link to buy the cubes or go out there and find your favorite ambassador. So Sugar saying 420. Yeah, the economy is the main concern. You buy precious metal at all. Yeah, I don't buy precious metals, although I think, they say have 5% of your investments in precious metal, which is probably a good thing to do. So yeah, so we got the Yoda drop right now. 79% say no, and we got 25% saying yes. So hopefully, hopefully if you do go for it, you get that secret rare. That would be nice. I don't know if they're going to sell more than maybe 1,500, 2,000. I think because it's Yoda, it's going to do better than some of these other comics. I do appreciate that they're doing only 6,000, so I think that's cool. Let's see. Yeah, and Sugar saying you should buy. Actually, you probably should have some precious metals in your investments. Not financial advice, but it is true to just kind of diversify. Big A does a good job of that. He's got buildings and rents and builds and all that fun stuff. So he's probably a better person to talk to about that. Let's see. Gus says, if Mo doesn't show, we riot. Joking. You're holding it down. Thanks, man. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. So let's see what Denny OC. He got a legendary Leia. Very cool. 3-digit. A rare Luke 3-digit using skin bone. Thank you. I was blown away that I got that 15 grail. I'm going to keep just talking about that because I've never, obviously you can't get those low mints on Veve, and I'm not getting them on Palm or any of those. So very excited to see that as a mint hunter. So hey, we got a few more people that are actually going for the drop. By the way, if anyone does want to come on, probably most people want to listen, and I get it. That's how I am. Like when I'm up at night, I'm like, I'd rather just listen to other people do it. But I'm not one to do these streams by myself. That's why I always like to have Mo. He's a good friend and always fun to have on. So I'm going to put that link if anyone wants to join in. You can. I'm just going to get this up here. Is anyone going to be actually buying any more cubes? Just curious, or did everyone max? I max minted last night. Shelby Cobra max minted last night. So I've spent a lot of money because I max minted on the Star. We both max minted on the Star Wars again. So it starts to add up, but we love it. We love it. Let's see here. Abdullah, I have a feeling that we will be getting a Yoda collectible in a couple weeks. One thing I've realized is Veve usually releases comics for collectibles. It's not a bad point. And it definitely, whenever they're releasing anything, we always notice there's usually a show. Sometimes we know about a show coming out or some surprise. So a Yoda collectible, I used to say things would break the app. I don't know if that's going to, crash the app or create a gem crunch or anything like that, but I'm buying it. I'll probably buy it if it's 60 gems, whatever it is. I'm going to want it because they're probably going to have some secret rare that I'm going to have. So very excited if that happens. So good point, Abdullah. Anything you guys want to talk about, let me know in the chat, and we can do it. And here, I'm just going to go through we've got about 22 minutes until the Veve drop. I'm probably not going to snipe, so I can just keep you guys updated with what's going on. Yeah, let's see here. I have not watched this yet, Gus. I want to. I heard it's awesome. How many more episodes are there of that? Because normally Disney only does I get watching it and it's so good, and then it's done after like 8 episodes. I'm so disappointed. And Sugar Shane says, as long as you love, it's what matters the most. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, the BOGO, let's see, continues till Friday. Actually, no, it's supposed to go until Sunday or it sells out. I'd love it to sell out. There's 30,000 of them. Not so sure that it is going to sell out. So I think you'll be okay to be able to do the BOGO on Friday. I think so. Obviously I can't predict completely, but I think all the whales have gone in and bought what they want. I'm sure everyone's trying to put their collections together. I mean, I want to buy more. I just, I don't know. I got to be careful too. Like I said, I've spent $800 in the past 5 days. So, it starts to add up a lot, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm having fun with the collection. In fact, I will pull that back up. Let me pull my collection back up. I will share the tab. Did anyone, this is what I want to know, is anyone in here getting one of the Yodas? Do you have enough? Either, you need everything through the grail, or if you get the ultra grails, you get an even better Yoda. So just curious if anyone's actually going to be getting a Yoda. I'm not. I'm too short. Collectibles. The legendary Leia. Oh my lord. And I think a Grail Vader is all I need to get the one of the Yodas. So we'll see. We shall see if I'm going to actually be able to get that. But yeah, let me know in the chat if anyone is actually going to get the Yoda. That'd be cool to find out. All right, so here we go. We got more people going for the drop. 33% are yes, 67% are no. Yeah, I'm not going for it. In fact, like I said, I think I got kicked out of Veve yesterday, so I got to re-log in, especially after updating. I don't know if they updated phones, guys, but if you're using Apple, the iPad for sure, there is the oh, actually, it did log me in. There's the update to the 17 OS operating system. So, and if you guys, I did not actually put together a mint sheet, graphic, but I'm going to put some of these in. Oh yeah, we got X Factor tomorrow. You know, it's interesting. I remember buying that comic back in the day. Don't know, actually, I still have it somewhere, so I don't know if I'm going to be going for it, but definitely I'm interested to see how well that drop does. We got Shelby Cobra. Oh, she has 4. Yeah, so maybe she'll go on the streams tonight and open hers. I'd like to see what she got. I made her wait, and then we did all these streams last night and ended up opening a bunch of stuff. Let's see, Big A. I'm debating buying a bunch of Mickey cubes, but just spent 30. Oh wow. Yeah. Oh my God. That's a lot of windows. I mean, that is a lot of windows in Gus's mansion. No, I get it, man. It's just like, even if you have the money, it's still a lot of money, right? Like if you're going to go buy a bunch of stuff. I mean, if you think you're going to want to buy some and finish sets in the future, obviously now's the time, right? I can't say if they're ever going to do this again. I know they did it 2 times in a row. I don't know if they're ever going to do it again. I don't want to speculate. But yeah, this would be the opportunity to do it, but I never liked to. I was in sales. I hate pushing people to do stuff. So I mean, just think it through. If you bought some and you want to complete a set, that's something you really want to do. Now's the time to do it. If not, just wait. You might, when the market opens, maybe in the future, you can put stuff together that way. So yeah, but let's see. We've got Rewind 2000. 2 Grail Yodas. I need 4 more. Oh my lord. Wow. Nice. See, I'm jealous. That's what I want. I don't want to get those. Still want to get a Ultra Grail. I don't know if that's ever going to get. He said terrible pulls on my BOGO. Had 40 cubes. Could not add to my Grail Yodas. Wow. See, I feel like on the Mickey, I could be completely wrong because I think Jeff got kind of screwed on his. He bought a lot. Maybe I'm just thinking this through live. Maybe the idea is when you're doing BOGOs, do them 5 at a time and then open them, then buy 5 more. So you're not buying them all in the same lot. Like maybe they're being minted all at the same time. I don't know if that changes anything. Nobody said anything. I was just thinking if you're, doing them, buy 5 and wait a little bit, then go back and buy 5 more. Don't just do 5 mint, 5 mint. Leave some time in between. Maybe you'll get better pulls. I don't know. See, the biggest bro. I have 2 max mint again and find a stream without Jeff. That's okay. There you go. All right, there you go. Denny, let's see. I just dropped over 2,000 oh man. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Little guy got stones and crystals. Totally worth the cost. Because he's back to health. Well, that's good that he's back to health. I actually pay. I've got a dog, and Shelby Cobra has a dog. We both buy insurance because my last dog, and it took me so long to get another one back in 2011. She died and had cancer. I don't think she could have survived, but I was like, man, if they just said there's going to be something that's $10,000, I want to be able to take care of it. but I want to make that decision easier. So I pay for insurance. It's like $24 a month. It covers part of it. So if there's a big bill, it's just easier to cover. Let's see. The wifey saying is in my account waiting to be opened. I'm not going to say it. I was going to say she likes it when I open her boxes, something like that. I'm not going to do it. Let's see. Big A, Jeff unfortunately has terrible luck. He's due for, yeah, he did have some bad luck. I feel bad because I know he's looking forward to getting some good stuff there. Not cool. Yeah, Gus, Detective Comic 58 dropping tomorrow as well. I did see that, and so now I got to be like, am I going to go for that? Especially after the Batman one, I don't know. Mo Fresh, I feel Veve is going to be dropping Yoda collectible soon. We just heard that from was that Abdullah who said that? I think. Sorry, guys, if I'm getting that wrong, but yeah, I that's probably very true. It does seem like when they drop something like this, there's going to be a big collectible drop or a big show or something like that. Let's see. And then, all right, here's G Money. To do this Yoda airdrop without a marketer trading is whack. And look, they're aware of that people really want either a marketer or even to be able to trade, right? Like, because we've even ambassadors have asked for it. There's all reasons why, and we know why. We saw what happened on Veve with trading, then it becomes like money laundering. So they have to be careful. And I don't know the workaround on that, but I know they're doing it. But you're right, because it would be nice, and they know this because we've said it to them too. It would be nice to be able to trade, because if I've got 2 grail Lukes, maybe I need the grail Leia, and we could just do a trade, and now I get the Yoda drop. So I'm not disagreeing. I still love the project. I love everyone that works there, but not everyone gets it right all the time, but they do try hard. Just going through the chat here. Rewind 2001. I agree. I had better pulls when I spread them out. That's how I pulled my Alter Grail, buying 2 or 3 at a time. Well, there you go. And congrats on that Alter Grail. So there you go. And then, whoa. Shelby Cooper saying, but you just did. I just opened your box. Is that what you're saying? All right. Nobody knew this was going to be a Rated X stream. By the way, this background, this is because I'm StreamYard dumb. I have no clue what I'm doing. And Mo just left this up because when we did the original Cubathon, we did it where he just took over my StreamYard, and I had him do all the back end stuff. And I had not enough time to fix it. So this is not a Cubathon. There's no prizes, no giveaways. It's just the background. All right, Big A. I have insurance for my current dog, but he tore. Okay, yeah, within the first year, so had to pay out a pocket. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like some of the insurance, even mine, they'll be like for bulldogs or something like that, hip dysplasia or something. We don't cover that. So a lot of times they exclude everything that you need to be covered. But for me, it was more about like the cancer or something other than maybe one of their existing possible conditions, which is why you should buy a mutt, because usually you don't have to deal with it, and insurance for mutts are actually cheaper. Yeah, Abdullah, definitely being able to trade would be nice. And I'd actually honestly like that before the market. Again, it's all about just the money laundering aspect. I keep rambling here. We got about 12 minutes until the drop. If you guys want to chime in like it's time or the market's about to close or something, go for it. I'll try to pull it up right away. Yeah, I do think that trading would be a game changer. I just don't see it coming in time for me to get my Yoda. So I'm kind of sad. Yes, fam, hit that like button. We always appreciate it. And actually, I am surprised we have this many people here without Mo. I miss Mo. I think he's been getting burned out a lot. I mean, he is the hardest worker I know. I mean, I streamed 4 times yesterday. This guy will stream 5 or 6 times and do long streams. And I think he's just kind of getting burned, especially with drops like Yoda. He just doesn't care. And he even told me last night, he's like, I need to sleep and, get caught up. So I get it. He's my friend, my brother. So we'll be back. Don't forget, though, next week I will be gone. and Mo will be here. So maybe one of you out here will help stream with him and put me out of business. So yeah, uh, we've got let's see, rewind. Definitely ready for the cryptoys market. Yeah, I'd like to see. I think it will change the dynamic. I really my theme is getting the masses to adopt these things, and the market I think makes people scared. But and look at me. I mean, that I like trying to flip on VV to put my collection together. I've only cashed out once, but I would like the market. But in the end, I'd rather have the masses right now try to pull them in and then go for the market. But people really want that, and if they're if they talk about 2024 in the white papers, I think they should stick to that. So hopefully we're going to get that soon. We don't know. That could be at the end of 2024. It could be at the beginning. We have just no clue. Let's see. We've got trading should be a thing already. Don't wait for the market. Yeah, Big A, I completely agree, and I'll even bring that up again just to see. It's just trying to figure out how do you make this not money laundering. Like they were on VB. I trade you this collectible. It's just a way to transfer money back to each other. It's almost impossible to control that. So, but I'll bring it up. And here's my favorite person. No, we got Mark Davidson's here. He wants a Belgium Malinois. What is that? I don't know what that is. Tell us what that is in the chat. No clue. Maybe somebody else knows. We got Jeff here. Yeah, my French Bulldog is on the verge. Oh my Lord. Yeah, I had a friend who spent like $13,000. Actually, my friend Charlie from Hero War Central, he has one, and that's like it's a cool ass dog. All the bulldogs actually, but they have a lot of problems. They are very expensive to take care of all the problems that they have, the hip dysplasia and all that. And yeah, I had a friend who spent like $13,000 just trying to keep everything good. That to me is too much, but it's such a cool dog, so I can get why people just love them so much. And it's your baby, right? You're going to take care of it. So, yeah, that sucks, Jeff. That surgery is getting crazy. It is kind of crazy how expensive it is. And they have that program. I know Shelby Cobra knows what it is, where you can get like a loan, and it's a better deal than most credit cards. I just hate things like that because it's just so expensive. And you would think it shouldn't be, but nothing we can do. All right, so Sugar Shane, if I skip over you, I'm just trying to get caught up here. So sorry about that. What are your thoughts on VV and this market we're in? So it's not very good as far as if you want to flip and make profit. I do think there's good stuff in the market to get. In fact, I was thinking about doing a video. I don't ever want to pump my bags. There's actually some stuff that I want that I don't have. And maybe in the chat, you guys can talk about some good things. I mean, there are things that I think would be worth getting if you could get them for really cheap, like that Minnie Mouse lenticular. I feel like I saw a couple times it went below 10 and I should have bought it, and it went up to 18. Not that there's going to be any like instant gratification for getting that. I just feel like that's like the first Minnie Mouse FA. There's things like that are out there. If you get it for super cheap, there's some good deals, but I'd be super careful because you're not going to be able to have gems if you buy something. It's going to be really hard to sell without taking a loss or selling something that you could have made double a couple months ago, like my Stan Lee. I didn't get rid of that in time. Wish I had, so I could have bought back in. I do think the Stan Lee's good, but that's of course if you got it for 15 gems. What do we got here? G Money's in KYC for trading, so laundry shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, there is KYC, and like I said, they're working it out. I'm not privy enough to if there's any other stuff, but I agree. The KYC is the biggest thing, right? Like figure out who these people are, and then once you do, right, you could actually follow the money. So if anyone was laundering and they wanted to look, you could actually see. I don't know how that's working with the SEC and all these government organizations that want to make sure people aren't doing dirty stuff, because they will if you give them the opportunity. Yeah, Jeff's saying no more cubes for him. I know he spent a lot. How many cubes did you buy total, Jeff? That you weren't very happy on? Because I think you said 20 last night.
So I get it. Our Mark saying I spent years around Melon. Oh, okay. Oh, best. Okay, now I get it. I see. I don't know all my dogs. There are a lot of cool dogs. I'm really into schnauzers. That's what Shelby Cobra has a really cool schnauzer. I've got like a mini pin. It's like a Yorkie Pinscher type mix. Love her, of course. I got all the crap parts of those two dogs and my dog's Roomba, and she got all the bad parts. So, except she doesn't shed. I guess that was a good part. Everything else, she's got all the bad temperament and all. She's pain in my ass and continually licks and all that stuff. So, yeah. Jeff got, and we got 6 minutes of the drop. Get into the wait list, guys, if you want to. I don't think you're going to need to, though. Jeff, I have 22 cubes, 1 legendary. Yeah, I mean, what's interesting is I saw a lot of good pulls last night, a lot of good pulls. And obviously, I did the first one last night and I got the Minnie Mouse Grail. So that was fun. But throughout the stream, and I can tell you they don't have any way of knowing, well, at least I don't think they have any way of knowing what they're giving me, because I have plenty where I just, don't do well. I mean, I've got a ton of farm boys and stuff like that. So it probably is a lucky draw. But what I would say is if you are buying a bunch of cubes and you want to max mint, buy the 5 and spread it out. Like wait, maybe open them up, then go buy more. Don't just go 5, 5, 5. Leave some time in between, even if you want to do it all that night. Leave some time in between each of your max mints, and then hopefully that will get something better. I don't know if it works like Veve, but I've noticed before that with like even Shelby Cobra, if we did it close to the same time, got something, sometimes the mint numbers will be close. So I don't know if that works for rarity, but I think it's a good test. Backdoor kicks. Yeah, bully extra large. There you go. I love dogs. I'm not a big cat fan, although I've always had cats in my life. They can be cool, especially the ones that are more like dogs. Let's see. I bought a lot of cubes. I guess I should open them. I mean, here's my thing. If you get that Ultra Grail, you're going to be part of that Ultra Grail club. And that does have utility. That will get you free cubes. I think last time I got you 3 ZUFO cubes, and you're getting a physical. I don't know what that physical is. Nobody knows. And then every 90 days you get entered into something. So I'm jealous for anyone who was in the first one, because I mean, think of the stuff they're going to get, especially that the real item, the physical that they're getting. That's going to be super rare because there just aren't that many people. So that's why I would open it. And I don't necessarily say open your blister pack, just open the box and see what you got, and you can go from there. There are going to be advantages to actually having hero level stuff opened and playing on the block. Point wise, I'm not sure what that gets you, but it's going to get you advantages in something. I'll speculate on this one thing, that it might get you drops that other people aren't eligible for. Of course, the golden tickets will also definitely get you into drops that might be harder to get in the future. Let's see here. Jeff, exactly. Everyone getting good stuff. That's why I buy, but I didn't expect my luck. Yeah, dude, I do feel bad. Well, you are getting BOGO. So, I mean, let me ask you this. If you get 2 Ultra Grails next week, will you be happy? Because I can tell you, if I got all commons, if I had 10 cubes total and I got all commons, I got 1 Ultra Grail, I'd be happy. I would definitely be happy with that. Let's see. Big A, 41 cubes without a Grail, got 3 for airdrop, 31. Now I need an Ultra Grail or a Grail that isn't loot. Got all loot. See, this is where trading would come in, right? Like you and I can make a deal. So, unfortunately, I don't think it's going to come in time. And I got to figure out, do I buy more Star Wars to try to get what I need? If it was just 1, that would be a lot easier, but I need 2. So, let's see. Bao says, what's the point of buying this cube? Just play with the game and buy some skins. I mean, that's a fair assessment. And that's why Cryptoys isn't for everyone. You kind of have to see the bigger picture. And I know that's what everyone says about projects. I don't call theirs an NFT project. It's more toys. It's more of a thing for the masses that's going to have games and stuff. But I get your point. And a lot of people are saying, a lot of people just aren't patient because they've been patient on other projects and they're just not ready. The only thing I can say is, and I say it about Veve too, is we've got these big companies, these big IPs, and they don't mess around.
And first, and I've talked about this, Will said specifically they've had to reject IPs that wanted to do Cryptoys because they want to focus. Second of all, like I said, Disney doesn't mess around. Like, you know, whether it's Marvel, Star Wars, Mickey Mouse, they vet. And obviously they're testing the water here too for these types of things. But that's what I believe in. I'm going to trust a company, a multi-billion-dollar company to do their due diligence. I try to do mine, but I do take, some solace in the fact that they are going to do their work. And so I trust the project. That doesn't mean that things don't fail. I don't see that here, but of course that could happen to anyone, and not financial advice. Let's see. Mark's saying if everyone is already opening good stuff, avoid because the good ones are being taken. Actually, I don't think that many altar grails have been pulled. But I mean, I guess we need to get more numbers, right? We'll get more numbers of what was pulled. There, people in the Discord and stuff say what has been pulled. I know of maybe 5 altar grails that I heard of from the Mickey Mouse. So yeah, be careful. And the drop is live, guys. If you're going to go for it, I'll give you updates. I'm not going to snipe. So good luck. You might be very careful though. If you're going to snipe today, look for the 1901, 1923. If you care about the Disney parts, obviously 1977, 1980, 1983. You go through all the movies. But yeah, let's see what we got here. I always respect G Money. What's Cryptoys going to have that Veve won't? We don't know, right? Like right now, we know Veve is dealing with the Veve verse. We know that Cryptoys has Cryptoyverse, so that there's 2 similar things. I know that Cryptoys is more focused on that the gaming aspect. They also have that AI aspect, and a lot of people don't realize this, that not only are adults going to be able to communicate with your toys, ask it questions and stuff like that, but they have it so software that is going to protect kids who want to interact with their toys, so it's age appropriate. So they all have their things to offer, and for UG Money, it may not be worth it, and I respect that. You have to buy into the whole deal, and you have to wait. And if you're not willing to wait right now, then maybe as it picks up, that's the time to buy in. What I would say is, if you're not sure, because G Money's he's a good collector. What I would say is, if you haven't bought in, spend 40 gems. Not financial advice. This is just to have fun, just to get something on especially now with the BOGO on the Mickey and Friends. Buy 2 and just keep the cubes closed and see what happens, because it may be like some of the HRO packs where when we start finding out that these altar grails haven't been taken, those cubes are going to be potentially valuable to have, whether to play with on the blockchain later or for some other reasons. But that's what I would suggest. All right, let's see. I'm getting little backtrack here. Jeff, I trust Cryptoys, but worried the gamification is only for kids, or the gamification is only for kids and no play to earn. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know they're going to do point system and stuff like that. Maybe that's what's going to get you the ability to get drops and stuff like that are important. Alejandro, number 205 Yoda. Oh, good. That, I mean, get rid of it fast if you want. I don't know if that was a common, but you'll definitely make your gems back and make some profit. I don't know where this market's going to go. If you give me just a second, I'm going to look down. I hate doing that on a stream. Let me see where the market is so I can tell those who are sniping where we're at. I'm going to be a little jealous because I did want to snipe this, but I can't do both. I'm not OG Vault. So we're at 289 floor on the common, guys. 350, wow, on the uncommon. Yeah, the uncommons on these might actually do pretty well. 10 on the rare, 25 on the ultra rare, and the secret rare is 320. If you can get 3, I mean, if I had this, I'd probably, not financial advice, I'd put it at like 150 and just undercut everyone and get rid of it. But, a lot of people will get greedy, and maybe it will be worth 320. I doubt it. Okay, so G Money, he loves Cryptoys, max minute twice. Well, there, yeah, I'd say you love it.
Gus say Mo is collecting bones from Pluto. Exactly. Oh, that's funny. Let's see what else do we have. Mark saying Cryptoids and Veve are the same thing. Veve is just better. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Veve is been out longer, right? So they've had more time. They have more IPs, and it's very good. For as much crap as I talk about Veve, it's individual things that I feel like they've gotten wrong. But overall, I mean, I couldn't do what David Yu has done. I couldn't do what those guys have done. It's amazing. I just wish they could take it to that next level, and I think they need to bring in better people to do that. But they're not going to listen to me. They could give two shits what I have to say. Let's see, Martin. Basically, Veve does not have Star Wars Mighty Mini, right? Would anyone want those? Would anyone in the chat really want a Star Wars Mini? I don't know. You can ask them to BOGO Masters of the Universe. Yeah, I mean, they do that, then Mo's going to have no money. we'll have to raise some money on the Skin and Bone stream. Let's see. Mark out a 3-digit ultra rare. I'll just give you a quick update on that. Oh, okay. So the Yoda SR is now at 4.9. I wonder if that guy actually sold at 320 or if he just raised it. 23.90 on the ultra rare, and I think if you got a 3-digit, that actually should do pretty well. Here, let me just give you the common. I should have been sniping. Common's at 220. So if those go below 2 and you can snipe them, I not financial advice, but I might stack them. I think these will be 3. I mean, I know maybe it's not worth getting a few, less than 1 gem, but if you're just starting off sniping, that's a good way to get started to actually start stacking some gems. So yeah, Mark, get rid of that 3-digit if you don't care to keep it. Not actually a terrible looking cover. I'm just going to change the background here. Just something more interesting to look at. Just curious in the chat if anyone wants to let me know, what is your favorite of the different rarities? The commons, there's the commons. I think they all look good. I mean, I haven't seen what I think is a bad collectible. I like the rare. The legendary, I like all the Plutos. I think that is my favorite out of the whole collection. But the grails, seems like most people are saying grails, so maybe I'm just following what everyone else is saying. I want this Pluto. I really want this Pluto, and I'm hoping I get one in my BOGOs. I think they're going to come next week. Of course, I won't be here to open it, but when I get back, I'll do a stream, hopefully with Mo, and we'll open them up. I did get the mini, and I got a legendary Mickey. So these are all really cool. Just saying Ultra Grail and Legendary. Okay, there you go. I think I think we all know Ultra Grail, of course, right? Like that's kind of course we want that. Yeah, I love the space look. I'm really into space, so those are nice. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? I just won't say it because I think everyone thinks that's that's going to be their favorite. But yeah, the legendaries, these are also really cool. I think they did a good job. I think they did a really good job. Of course, Superstar Money, this is their favorite. They love the colors, so they're excited about that. Yeah, Legendary Pluto. Yeah, who got that last night? Bones B, I think, got that last night on his first pull. So that was definitely a good one. All right, let's see. Just says he can't deal with the Grail. Is it just I don't know. I like it. I don't know. I really like it. But I guess to each their own, right? You're certainly not wrong to not like it. Let's see. Big A bought 10 cubes with your, like, thanks, man. You're the man. I appreciate it, and I know Mo appreciates it. Yeah, and we're gonna do some cool stuff. I know we're gonna be focusing more on photo finish live. And I'm excited about that. And doing the syndicate, if people want to come in from the chat to deal with that. So I know normally when we do these streams, that's what we're talking about, but that, that's kind of more in his wheelhouse, and I'm going to learn with you guys. So I'm excited about that. We'll still do Veve stuff. I just don't know how much Veve streams he really wants to do, especially if it's not a bigger drop. But I'm hoping next week when I'm gone, he'll do it. And maybe somebody from the chat or another creator will come on and do that with him. That'd be fun. I can't. I'm not gonna say. All right, so there you go, guys. Let me just give you an update on the drop. Actually, it ended up 40% we're going for this. So, and I'll tell you what, if you got the rare still at 9, so if you got a rare plus, or the ultra rare or the secret rare, you're going to do okay. The $3 on the uncommon, and the common is down to 229. Let me tell you how many have sold, because that's probably more important to know the total amount. So we got 4245 remaining, so not quite 2000. That's actually pretty good. It's Yoda though, so of course the Star Wars fans are going to try to pick this up. But you could have picked up a couple in the aftermarket, which I kind of felt like would really happen. Let's see. I was going to say something worse, but thanks. I know he's a little salty, and I get it, because when you spend that kind of money, you expect to get some really cool stuff. But did you get any good mints? Was there anything that you got that you could be happy with? And by the way, I don't know if Shelby Cobra saw or if she's still up, but I'm gonna brag again because I'm so excited about this. I'm not usually one to brag. Actually, I think I hear her moving, but man, look at this. Look at this, guys. 15 mint 15 grail. I crapped my pants last night when, when that popped up. I'm like, I don't need another grail Luke, but I did need a 15. So oh, are you freaking kidding me? Okay, you realize why that's good, right? 8 Luke common 80, right? You do realize that is a movie year for Star Wars, right? Empire Strikes Back. So you do realize, like, as far as if you care about value, you actually killed it on that one. And a legendary Leia mint 42, also very good. But that Luke common 80, actually, yeah, it would have been nice to get the 77, but trust me, that 80, 77, 80, and 83, there are going to be people who are going to want that in the market. And not financial advice, but that, depending on how the market goes, that could get you back for everything you got. That's going to be something somebody's going to want to get, all the 80s, all the 77s, all the 83s. And then of course they might come up to the newer movies. So yeah, good. I'm actually happy you got that. Makes me feel a little bit better. So that's cool. Let's see. Gus, about 30% sold. All right. That's actually pretty good. Look who's in the house. Jimbo Lee Lingo. Good to see you, man. We're missing Mo. Mo didn't get up this morning. He said we did a late night. I think we did 4 streams, and we did like an after hours just because Shelby Cooper was asleep and I wanted to just go hang out, have a drink. And so that was fun. So we did some openings. So it was pretty late. And he was like, I'm probably not going to make the drop. Shawnee Poo in the house. Hey, buddy, let me see. Do I still have this? I do. I don't know, Shawnee Poo, if you feel like coming on, but there's the link if you actually want to come in. Dr. Strange, you too, if you want to come in, help do this. I think this will work. I pay for the full thing. I just don't know how to take off what Mo did from 2 cubathons ago. So that's why the screen says cubathon and all that stuff. Didn't have enough time when I popped on. I saw that and I couldn't figure out how to take it off in like 2 seconds. But yeah, guys, thanks for coming by and thanks for sticking with me. Let's see here. Jeff, I use your affiliate link to get. Oh, sweet. Thank you, man. And just so you know, I did Dokta. I told everyone about your ambassadorship. And yeah, rest. He'll be back. He will be back and better than ever. Dr. Strange was telling everyone about your ambassadorship, and I think he's going to do a video. He's going to drop his link. So show him some love. Like I said, I don't want to be the kind of guys like only buy from me. I like it when you buy, from Skin and Bones. Mo and I appreciate it. But we want you to spread the love around. And again, just enjoy the project like we do.
This is all going to work out for everyone, all the ambassadors. So yeah, show him some love too. If you guys haven't bought a cube or you want to buy one or Max Mint or something, he will be there. I think you're still going to do it, right? Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'll try to get it to. I'll look in a second here and get it up there. So yeah, if you guys want those, Shawnee Poo, you probably, I don't know if you're working now or what, but if you want to come on, or Dr. Strange, you can click in. Or if you're like me, I'd rather just listen and just chill out while I work or do whatever. Just to give you a quick update on the Yoda. Let's see here. It actually sold more than I thought. And we're almost at 2,000. So not bad. Could have been worse. I mean, back in the day, that would have been horrible, right? Oh yeah, Shawnee Poo, 5 minutes. I'm gonna keep going here. So that'd be awesome to have Shawnee Poo on. 250 on the common. So if you guys are sniping, I should probably do 320 on the uncommon, 899 on the rare, 15 on the ultra rare. That actually seems like possible good deal, not financial advice. 184 in that Yoda. So when I said earlier when it was at 320 to just dump it at 150, it would have sold at 150 and then you would have made that money. I'm just not going to keep playing these games where I'm holding out, waiting for somebody. You know, I've done it too many times. The key is get it and get rid of it. The stuff that, if you look at like the loot collectible, look at that now. Look at how it skyrocketed and now it's down. Eventually, everything's coming down just because this is the way the market is. It's a bear market, and anything that pumps is probably a little artificial. Although I think there's reasons to have that collectible. Although and you can tell me in the chat, I think that is a shitty looking collectible. I mean, I can't believe they released that looking like that. I mean, I feel like I'm looking at you know, a video game character from like 1998, you know, original PlayStation, maybe even worse than that. So I don't know. I wish they did better on that. Let's see here. Is anyone Neanderthal Luke? Totally. It's just, I don't know. I mean, does anyone agree with me that Luke, maybe I'm being a jerk here, but I just think that Luke looks horrible. The Luke collectible for Doctor, the Luke collectible on Veve. I'm talking about them all. I'm talking the rare, the ultra rare, and the secret rare. And I actually did well on that. I had the secret rare, and I think I sold it for 1,200. And I was mad when it went up over. But yeah, I just think they're all, yeah, they're all, to me, they're all bad. Oh yeah, Gus is asking. I don't think anyone knows what is going on with this Hulk. I hear like it's got to come out this week. When's the New York Comic-Con? Is that next week? I heard a few people saying that might be the time they release it, which would be really smart. Imagine if it really is Bruce Banner and it, you know, evolves into the Hulk. Doing a release at that show where they could show everyone, that would be big. So maybe that's what's going on. Let's see here. Denny OC, yeah, definitely not the best quality for sure. Not the best quality. Let's see. We got. Oh, it's in October. Is it early October? So maybe it is going to wait until next month. I mean, it honestly makes sense that would happen. That it would wait until then. By the way, guys, is my sound coming in? Am I breaking up? How do I look in the video? Mo and I have been having issues. It's probably internet. It could be StreamYard. Just curious if everything looks good. Sometimes the streaming from my end is not great, which I don't like. Have the same thoughts about Luke on Veve. It's kind of sad because that should have been really cool. All right, Rewind 2001. Someone said they were airdropping an SR Hulk poster. Really hoping that wasn't. I feel like that was a joke because I heard that, because that would really make people mad. I hope they don't do that. That would be quite a disappointment. All right, Gus, thanks, man. I appreciate the help. October 12th. So there you go. So if I was to make a prediction, Hulk is going to happen sometime that week of the New York Comic-Con.
Yeah, so that should be cool. I don't know, Doctor, are you going to that? I don't know if Mo's going to. I saw somebody saying you can still get tickets. One of these times, I definitely want to go. Obviously, if Cryptoys is going to go, I want to take Shelby Cobra and go on a trip. So, has anyone been to Disney World recently? That's the trip she really wants to take without the kid, which I get. But I'm super excited because I actually do want to go back there. I love that place. It's a lot of fun. Uh, let's see. What did Doctor Strange here? SR Hulk will be Lou Ferrigno Hulk. Dude, that would be freaking awesome. That would be awesome. That's what I remember from 100 years ago. That he's my favorite. That guy is a monster. That guy's absolute. And what was weird about Lou Ferrigno is most like bodybuilders are, they're on the shorter end. They're maybe my height, 5'10", 5'10 and a half, maybe even a little shorter. He was freaking huge, 6'5", and that large. So that's pretty awesome. Wish I could be that height. So yeah. Not unless Doctor's not going to go. Not unless a ticket or pass falls out. Yeah, I don't even know how much they are, but it's probably super expensive. Let's see, Denny. I see going to Disney in January. Wow. I was thinking about doing the Star Wars thing. I think it just shut down or shutting down this month. The whole Star Wars hotel thing. But $6,000 for 4 people for 2 days. I think I read it. Yeah, $144 an hour, whatever the heck it was. I mean, it's just outrageous what it was per person to go there. That's just too much money. I mean, I think that's just not cool for, not everyone is filthy rich. I mean, that to me is what you need to do that. And I don't think you're going to, if you have a lot of money that and you want to do dream vacation, you're going to spend it on that. So I don't like it when they, I don't mind them having exclusive stuff. I think if the wealthy want to have their own exclusive stuff to do, but to tease Star Wars fans with something so cool and making it so out of reach, it's not cool. And maybe it's going out because it didn't do well. And I could see why. I mean, even what I read is like, it wasn't even that great. So, but yeah, I definitely want to go to Disney World. I go to Florida a lot. A lot of people don't know this, guys. If you know somebody who lives in Florida and you can get your name on a bill, at least Disney used to do this, you can use that to prove residency. And then as a resident, you pay less for tickets. So keep that in mind. There's a little Disney hack. Gus, 50% sold. Are you talking about Yoda or are you talking about Cryptoys? Let me go look here. Sorry, guys. I kind of forgot some people are doing this. So yeah, no, he's talking about Yoda, almost 50% sold. That is blowing my mind. It might sell out. So $1.95 for the common, $2.39 for the uncommon. If you're sniping, guys, $6.50 for the rare. I do believe that will come up, but you might have lost your chance to get a little bit more than break even. 15 on the ultra grail, so that's sticking at that price, and $145 for the secret rare. Looks like a lot of people are still here. So, but if you got that secret rare, you're definitely going to make some gems. What do we got here? Universal Studios. Yeah, actually, so when I lived in Florida, I had passes for both Disney and Universal Studios. And at the time, they still do it. If you did I think it's the Lowe's hotels. And this is in Florida. Obviously, Universal Studios is also in California. In Florida, if you stayed at the Lowe's hotel, there were 4. If you stayed at the more expensive ones, you actually got a line skip pass. And as a resident, I did it, and it was cheap. At least I thought it was cheap. It was like 140. I'd always get the cheapest one. It was 140. And what I found out is if you got a hotel room for one night, you could get that pass to use for both days. So that's what I would do. And the line skip pass is awesome because you just get to jump in line. It's not like Six Flags where you get like one skip, at least, unless they've changed it. Oh, I loved it. But now those hotels are like $350 a night, even as a resident. And I'm like, I don't know if that's worth it. But the line skip passes are expensive. But definitely Universal Studios. If you're more into the rides, that is a great park. Absolutely great park. So yeah, totally G money. Let's see, backdoor kicks. What will the payment method for the horse racing syndication? I think Mo,
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know how, we really haven't, I guess, gotten that far. I I mean, he might do the crypto part. I really don't want to get involved with doing crypto, but if he wants to do it that way and you want to send it that way, maybe we'll do PayPal. We'll figure out a few ways on the syndicate. And I don't have the Google link right now for people to sign up, but it looks like we're getting filled up. We may even do another one because I might already be filled up. Um, but we'll let you know. We can't start racing until next week. I will be gone next week, and then when I get back, I'll hit the pavement running. But I think Mo will have already started. He's ready to get rid of me. He just wants to he wants to go off. Um, Trying to think. I don't see anyone. I don't if Shawnee Poo, if you're in here, I don't see you. I don't know if you're coming in, if you still want to come in. But you can. I'm gonna copy this link again just in case. Hopefully that works. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, you still come in. Dr. Strange, if you want to come in too. Let's see. Here we go. I said, oh, there he is. Here we go. I think he's gonna be ready. He is in. We've got the man himself. Shawnee Poo. Yeah.
I had it muted. What's up, everyone?
Oh, dude, so glad you could come in. You do streams yourself, you do streams with other people. I just like doing it with other people. It's just more fun than, me talking to a screen. Now, like I'm talking to you and the chat, which is fun.
I completely agree. I was just talking to my wife about this last night. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do another stream, but it's always better when you have a partner, someone else to bounce off ideas. And sometimes they come up with something that you're not immediately thinking about right away. And it's fun to go bounce back and forth.
Oh, it totally is. Totally is. Just real quick, just let's see. 2 nights better come with a complimentary lightsaber. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you heard what I was saying about the Star Wars hotel there. $6,000 for a family of 4. I mean, that's why they're not doing it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, yeah. I mean,
I've never. I would like to do it, but
yeah, I would
$6,000. I've got
that's
one more body.
I know, right? It's like that's what you're gonna pay just to go there for maybe 7 days. I don't even know if you can do 7 days with a family for 6,000, but to just do the Star Wars thing for 2 days, too much. And those cruises are outrageously expensive. Denny will say it's my kid's first time going. Gonna do a week. Oh, that's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, they've got the build. You could build a lightsaber. I haven't done any of that yet.
My brother actually did. He actually went through. He built his own one, and they got like some special stone that you stick inside. It was really
That's freaking cool
from what it sounds like.
Yeah, and it's expensive, but it wasn't. The last time I heard, I think it was like 150. I mean, so everything you do, maybe it's even more, 200. It's so expensive to do these things, and I understand they're trying to make money, but man, it's like when they make it for just the wealthy. It's not fair. Like they need to have days where people who don't have as much money can do. But the problem is people are paying it. They're paying it. So why they're here to make money. So I get it. Did I miss Bob Sales? I am sorry, buddy.
Bob!
Good to see you, Bob. If you wanna hop on too, there's the link if you want to join us for the stream. Good to see you, man. Let's see. We got here. I'm trying to go through everything. So sorry, Shiny P. If there's something you want to say, just go ahead and say it. But Bruin, yeah, we spent a little over 1,000 and did the express passes all day for Universal Studios. We were able to go on every ride in one day. We found that the best, especially with kids. And that's the thing. Like, if you have kids, oh my Lord, they're not going to want to wait in that line. Oh, no. But man, 1,000 for one day. I mean, that's expensive, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so. And people save up for big trips. So, I mean, that's what it's for. Shelby Cooper will what she's saying when we're going, she knows she calls me budget boy.
That's how I am. Every time that I go shopping, I go straight to the clearance aisle. Everywhere. Walmart, Safeway. Yes. I don't care where it's at. Me too. It's like this. Each and every, like, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as you try, it's all about trying, because it might be 90% of the times you don't find something, but that 10% when you finally do, oh my gosh, that was a really good deal. I'm
Yes.
always finding deals.
Oh, and so Walmart, I'll do Walmart now. They've gotten better. In the past, they didn't really do really good, but I don't know if you know this, but like I'd say like 70% of the time, if you go to an item, it'll say like, let's say $50, but you go scan it in, it's actually sometimes will be like $10 or
No
$5. Yeah,
way.
you got look at the price and then pull out the little app and scan it in. Sometimes that price is not right. It's even less.
I need to do that.
Yeah, definitely. And for people who do collectibles, they had the and I should have the Grogu that my collectibles had, and I didn't end up getting. And I'm kicking myself for not getting because it was pretty cheap compared to what it was to buy on the market. But yeah, definitely do that. That's something to look at. Babe, we're going as soon as we win the lottery. No, like she does well. I'm just like, I always say like I've had money, I've not had money. I always plan things as the poor person, right? Because that's like you know what it's like, right? So you want to, that's how you live your life because you know that you can not have at any moment. And so that's how I am. But she's a good sport. I'm never going to tell her what she can or cannot buy. All I say is, tell me what you want to buy. Let's make a budget. All right,
yes,
so if
dear.
Right. It's like exactly right. She doesn't even like this. I'm like, all right, let's just say, and she doesn't do this, but let's just say you spent $2,000 a month on purses, and she does not do this.
Mhm.
All right, then just let me know that number and don't go above it. Right. So I have a threshold to what you're going to spend. But she's a good sport. She deals with my bullshit all the time.
So are you guys going to be going to New York for New York Comic Con?
No, not this year. Probably something I'll wait for, as an ambassador for Cryptoys. If they're going to do stuff like that, then I'll probably try to make it. But not this year. Not this year. I'm not going to do this year.
Yeah, I think they did say this. I thought they maybe Poof said that this year they were going to go.
They weren't sure, but they might have changed it. But
okay.
And they may have changed it. At this point, it would be too late for me. I've got so much going on.
Yeah.
We got the honeymoon next week.
Woo-hoo!
I know, and we're so excited. We did like a mini moon because we didn't have time to take it earlier, and so now we're excited to go into Alaska. And as I warn everyone, our house is booby trapped, so do not come here. You will not leave alive in a video game. But yeah, we're super excited about that. Just got a lot of traveling coming up in the next month and a half. So busy. Yeah, I do not like being away from home. Like people who like to travel and be away for months at a time, like that just does not make me feel good.
That makes me think about last weekend when I had to go down to Phoenix for that ceremony. I've got an autoimmune disease, and so there's times where I look good, and then there's times where boom, I am on the floor in pain. And those were that weekend was one of those times, and I just wanted to come home because when you're not feeling good,
right?
It's a human natural thing. You just want to go home. You just want to be miserable in your own, square room. And I didn't go home, but it was good because I got to spend quality time with the family. So
yeah. Absolutely. And I'll say something just a quick. Mark Davison was asking, do I tip? So I am a budget boy, but dude, I was a food runner back in college. I didn't even get tipped for that. I worked at a country club. So I respect food service people. I had a food service type small business. So I believe in tips. Like 20% is where it starts, and then it goes up from there. So yeah, I do that. If I go out to eat, I take care of the servers. Absolutely. So just to get on what you said, and I've talked about it on here, but you probably don't know. I too have autoimmune disorder, but you probably have more than one because usually you have an alphabet soup if you have autoimmune disorders. I've got that. I've got a sleeping disorder, and people are always surprised. They're like, but you look pretty decent. You don't look like you're sick or whatever. But yeah, it's definitely, it can just hit you. I get brain fog a lot. A lot of the symptoms I have are like what people have with long COVID. Yeah.
I've got it's ulcerative colitis. It's a Crohn's disease.
Yes,
kind of.
It runs. Trust me, it runs in my family. Like
seriously,
it runs in my family.
And here's the thing, in the 80s, 90s, I was able to eat anything, everything. I had milk, I had bread, I had all of it. And it wasn't until the late 2000s, all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, I started to develop stomach issues.
Yes.
And turns out, I think it's what we changed our wheat and all that stuff in America, but whatever to that. But pretty much, I just I've got my good days, I've got my bad days, and the bad days, it's along the lines of having the flu.
Yeah, like
Um,
nauseous and absolutely.
the other thing is this, not to go into it, but after after the bathroom breaks, it's like coming out of a marathon. Not to get so
Right.
goofy, but
I get it.
it's so weird because you come out and you look pale. You have
Right.
no
It's like you
energy.
went to battle.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm all yeah, and literally, I've got no energy to do anything. Yet you just have to lay there and try to get try to
Mm.
recoup and get back get back to better.
Yeah, no, I get it. Because actually, and Chubby Cobra's mad. I've been having stomach issues. I was actually diagnosed with, maybe it was you I was talking to, or somebody else got it. No, no, somebody else who had UC. Because there's a really good doctor, Dr. Hanauer in Chicago, and he's still practicing. He's the best guy in the country for Crohn's and colitis. And I was diagnosed with Crohn's. And so I went there and they were all excited because it runs in my family. Like, we're going to use like test subjects, like, mice and all this stuff. And then he looked at my chart. He's like, you don't have it. Like, I'm like, how could one doctor say it? And in 1 second, but he looked and he knew right away I didn't have it. But I've been having some stomach issues, and it's like trying to weed out foods that you can have or can't have. It's getting crazy, like, to the point, because I love to eat and I love having my party nights. Like, I'll eat really clean and I'll eat really bad. Like, I may just have to stop because my stomach, it's getting pretty bad. And
I
yeah,
think
it sucks.
I think it's the bread, man. I what was it? When I found out that I had UC,
Right.
my doctor diagnosed me with gluten intolerance.
Yeah, I was gonna say gluten.
I, I ate it my whole life. No issues, no itching, nothing. And then all of a sudden, late 2000s, I got stomach issues and what? Allergic to bread? What? Wheat? What?
Yeah, that kind of sucks. I mean, they have all this. By the way, D Marquez, glad to see you in the house. Good to see you. Glad you could be here.
Hey, Daniel.
Good day. Hey, thanks for dropping by, man. I get it. I get it. Very cool. I was gonna say, oh yeah, but they're talking. Yeah, but we'll get to that, Bob says, in a second. Yeah. So the whole like autoimmune disorder sucks. And like I said, I mean, I don't know if you have others, but I've got Hashimoto's, which is the thyroid. I got Sjogren's. Now I've got it's a type of lupus, but it's not the bad lupus. What do they call it? I forget what they call it, but it's not like full-blown lupus.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've got the sleeping disorder. So it's a party in my body. So it could be hard. Yeah, it's hard. I have to take naps. It's all band-aids. Like, they give me stimulants, and so to keep me up, and then I'm all jittery, and sometimes at night I can't go to sleep. I got a sleeping disorder, so I don't really get REM sleep, so I don't get real sleep. So it's crazy. Which is why I'm all over the place.
Have you ever tried what is it called? Kefir, milk kefir?
I've not, but I've heard of it.
So if you're having stomach issues, milk kefir, I would try it out. It's pretty much it's like yogurt milk. It's got
probiotics.
It's got all these probiotics, and if you can make it like homemade, it's even better. But it's got all the probiotics that your body needs, and I think with what we're eating in our American diet, all these processed foods, we're destroying those probiotics that we do need, those good ones. And I think it's putting all of our American bellies in a tussie.
I think it is, right? They're all fighting the belly. Now, they do have this milk called A1, and it has a different aspect. So where the people have lactate. Now, I can take lactate in pill form, and it does well. If I drink the milk that has lactate,
it's the end of the world. I don't understand why, but I've never tried the A1 milk, and it's a different enzyme. And I've heard that people that don't do well with taking lactate still can't have milk and stuff like that. The A1 works. So I don't know. It's a different aspect, but these things are expensive. I'm not a huge milk drinker anyways, but yeah, and I will tell you, for a while, 15 years ago, I thought I had celiacs, which you can't have gluten. And back then you could only get food online. What I will say, it's nice that you can go into a store and buy, all the gluten-free foods, like G Money saying. There's a selection there that gives you a chance, right? Because it's just less money than it used to be, which is good. So
it was kind of like the DVD craze. Like when they first came out, there was like this little spot in Blockbuster Video that you can go and get DVDs, and then all of a sudden it overtook the whole store. That's what's going to happen.
Exactly. Absolutely. I just real quick on the tipping thing. I know everyone's talking, and G Money saying like even a bad server, he'll give 20%. I agree, because look, usually the problems are not from the server, and a lot of people, they get blamed, right? If the food's bad or whatever. For me, the only thing I use for the server is that my drink is kept full. If I don't have to ask, that's already gonna get you a really good tip. If I've got to ask, that might put you at the 20%. But I like my drinks to be full. But it looks like I guess Bob Sales is saying they don't really have tipping in England. I would actually prefer that. I would prefer that I get charged more and know that they're getting a real salary than this crap 238 or whatever they get and have to live off their tips.
That's what I'm saying.
I would prefer that. I just, it's like even on this cruise, here's the price. Oh, wait, now you got to pay $20 a person a day a tip. Well, if you're forcing me to do it, then just make that part of the price. Don't make it like, here's a separate thing. Like, tipping, obviously you want to tip, but just make it part of the price. I like going to places where I don't have to worry about it and know the servers have been taken care of and that they love their job. That I would prefer that. So interesting that they don't do the tipping there. But I do like to tip. I am getting lost, guys. I'm just kind of fast forwarding here because I am getting lost in this chat. Now I know what it's like, right? Normally Mo's doing a lot of this, and I can be looking at the chat, and I'm like off the side doing stuff. I like literally have to run this thing. This is crazy. Who the heck would do this? They're crazy. Fermented milk. Yeah, I do think about like probiotics and stuff. I need to go that way. Yeah, Shelby Cobra's gonna kick my butt. Let's see, what did we got? Not gonna lie, y'all. South have stuff past the FDA that Canada would never allow us to have. Yeah. Oh, I guess I didn't realize you were in Canada. Good to know. We got a lot of people from Canada on Veve.
I know. I stuck my foot in my mouth when I was talking about Chris Sievers. I was like, man, that dude is so cool. He's like all American. He reminds me of like the wickedest cool American cowboy. They're like, he's Canadian. I'm like,
right. Oh no.
Insert foot right here.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Well, but it is really cool. And like having Bob Sales and all these people from all over the world. I can't wait to have more of our Asian friends on, get more exposure out there. Because I work, my business partner, he lives in China. His wife, he's American, but he moved to China. He loves it there. And so I just love that whole area. Still haven't visited him yet in China. He's invited me to his place in Thailand, which I'd love to do it. But man, it is not cheap. It's not cheap. I need to wait until fuel prices come down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So let's see here. G Money saying it's the whole wage basically. Maybe I missed something. Let's see. That's why servers here cringe when they get a table of Europeans. Well, I mean, okay, but it's understandable if it's a cultural thing where they don't do it. I could see like we're not going to get money, and then that's not fair for the server, which is exactly why they should just put it in. Now I know a lot of places will be like if you have 6+ people, they add the tip already. But yes, like that's not fair for those people. But of course, it's a cultural thing, so they don't know. Lots of people in Canada, but Veve never has events. Oh, I think was Rev Alex talking about they were going to do something in Canada and then they didn't. Do you remember hearing that on Bob Sales?
I know they were talking about someone brought up something about DCon being in London again and why isn't it or something. I know that was
Yeah,
brought up
that definitely
recently.
came up. Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah. And that's kind of and I even brought it up too because you know, I always joke, but it's kind of true. Like, you know, we Americans think like the whole world revolves around us, and it does. Like, we're this small group of people, and I love this country. I love this country. Um, but I love our family here, the Veve family, the Cryptoys family, all the, and I just want everyone to have the same experience that, you know, they shouldn't have to come to the US to have an experience in Europe. And I know they did go there, but they need to make that all the time, right? They need to make that a priority. In my mind, I think they have to make that a priority.
yeah.
So let's see. So what's your deal with the Cryptoys last night? Did you get anything? With are you gonna go do anything? What's your plans with the Mickey and Friends
Is that
Star
for
Wars
me?
stuff? Yeah, for you. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
BE. What Shawnee Poo did was I had to do some investigating. Now, I've shown love to the superstar money. I've shown love to the superstars, Rob and Joe. I put out their affiliate link. I've clicked on it. I've used it. But I found out that BE and Moknowz Informant, you guys had an affiliate link. So I had to do some investigating.
Oh,
And brother, we got to put that link somewhere on your guys' bio. Because
yeah, we have it in the, and I'll put it out there. I do, yeah, I put it in the chat. You know, my thing has been, you know, people get annoyed, I'm sure. And we were pitching, you know, make donations, PayPal. It's just people kind of probably get annoyed hearing like us trying to like shill our audience for money.
Well, no, but it's like this though. I know that you guys are putting it into the chats. Sometimes these chats don't show up on a replay.
Yes,
This is
true.
what I'm
That
noticing.
is true.
So then I have no access to it. I had to literally go to the Real Uncommon podcast.
Oh wow!
And
Oh,
they actually,
oh man,
that's how I got the link, and I used your guys' link.
Woohoo! Thank you, dude. That's awesome. I'm looking for it right now. What I need to do is pin it on the Twitter, on the X or whatever the hell you want to call it. And Doctor Strange, I see you. Give me just a second. I'm gonna pull you in here. Looks like he's driving somewhere. Give me just 1 second. I just wanted to pull this up. Be safe, man. Don't get in a car accident because of us.
And the other thing is this: whenever you guys are doing these streams, put it into the notes, or not the notes, but
into the description.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the funny thing. Like, I know all these things. It's just me being lazy. It's literally me being lazy. I trust me. I know that's how I got all my happy tree friend stuff. I mean, I'm not even doing tags or you know, any of the hashtags and all that. Let me pull Doctor Strange in real quick. Hey man, good to see
Dokta!
What's going on? Good morning, fellas.
What's up, Doctor Strange? How you doing?
Our newest ambassador.
Chilling, man. Just recovering from yesterday. It's a long day.
That was a long day.
Yeah, BE, I dropped that link in your Twitter DM.
In the DM. Okay, hold on. Let me I gotta take it from one. Actually, no, do I have my
How you doing, Shawnee?
I'm doing pretty good. A little tired like you. That was a long day yesterday.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you made any videos, but I had to cut video, made a video, stacking the Slack in. Then I was in the Cryptoys, you know, live stream. Then I thought they were staying on for an hour, so I scheduled my video at 9. But then when 9 hit, I had to leave and then hop in my live chat of my video, then hop back out, finish watching theirs. Then I hopped on with BE and Mo. So I know,
right along. That's why Mo's not on now. Hey guys, I know I just put our link, but just remember we want to support everyone. Here is Doctor Strange's. Actually, I'll put it again. Let me just, you know, I think my thoughts out loud when I'm typing. I know it drives Mo nuts, but somehow it helps me. But this is going to be Doctor Strange's Cryptoys affiliate link. Give them some love. We want to spread the love.
remember though that we do get a commission off of these. I like to tell people that, not only because I want to tell you, but it's the law. So there you go. There's Dr. Strange Cryptoids affiliate link. If you've not bought one, you want to buy one, you want to max mint, send them some love, and go ahead and use that. So yeah, no problem, man. And if I miss you in the chat, guys, now that we have more people on here, I apologize. I'm trying to go through everything, but again, thank you guys, everyone, for being here and just hanging out with us. So what's your plan, Shawnee Poo, for the day? What do you got? And then I'm going to ask you, Doctor, the same thing.
I've definitely got to work on interiors for my book. I'm trying to do this non-negotiable 1 to 2 hours per day. I'm not going to let anything get in the way of me working on my book. So that's what I need to do. I've been working on these sketch cards. Oh, here goes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I don't know if I want to show that one. Here we go. This is something my daughter did. We're going to give this away.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. This is for Shawnee Poo's birthday party, October 2nd, correct?
Yep, that is correct.
And do you have a time that you're going to be doing it?
I'm thinking 4 p.m. Mountain Time. I think that's the right time. I think we're going to start it then, and we'll see how long we can go. But the whole goal is we're going to pick my 100 subs giveaway winner at the end of the stream.
Nice.
You guys, if you want to sign up for that, you got to be subscribed to my YouTube channel, and then there is a Google form on my Twitter. You got to take the Google form to enter. But these sketch cards that I'm going to be giving away, you guys just got to arrive. You just got to watch. You guys got to tune in and participate. And then the goal is probably give something away every 30 minutes.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. And just the goal is have a fun time. I know it's going to be my birthday. I'm not expecting any gifts, anyone else to give away anything. I want to give away everything. And I just want to have fun. And I just want to party it up and be like, yeah, birthday Shawnee Poo.
By the way, it'd just be easier if maybe you could, if you want to send me that Google link and the other link, just put them in either the private chat.
Yes,
or you can DM me. The private chat's probably easier. I can get that into the stream faster. And then, so that's cool. We get back like late on October 1st, but I will somehow find a way to get in there at some point because I want to help you celebrate. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what you have. Doctor, what's your plans for the day?
More the same. I got another video to do. We got a comic dropping tomorrow, so I'll be doing a video for that. Yep. Yeah, man, a whole lot of stuff, man. Trying to sell my car, actually, so gonna be listing that for sale today.
Getting something new or just getting rid of the car and be done with cars?
Oh, you can't be done with cars in Long Island. Yeah,
I guess on Long Island you can, right?
Well, you better have a car. I mean, the public transportation is great, but I'm not a public transportation guy.
I gotcha.
So yeah. I'm just trying to get into something else, man. I've had this car like 7 years, so it's way longer than I usually even stay with the car.
How many years do you do? Did you say? Oh, I'm sorry. How many years do you usually keep a car?
Usually like 3 to 4 years, man.
Oh my God, you crazy people! I got to deal with Shelby Cobra. Always having to have that's like the worst financial mistake. I'm messing with you because I did that a long time ago. I just can't do it now. Now I'm like, I feel like I should just drive a car into the ground. But I get it. Like Shelby Cobra, she loves her car. She wants something new. 2, 3. She's like, oh, I want to get something new 2, 3 years. I'm like, are you crazy?
Well, I don't get new cars. I've never had a car payment. I'm on my 14th car and I've never had a car payment.
Okay, at least you're getting them used because my last car was used and yeah, but when you buy them new, what a waste. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion.
Me too. Once you're in the loop of leasing, I kind of get it. Depending on how much you drive and you stay under the miles and all of that. It's almost like, because if anything goes wrong, they'll just take it back. They give you a loaner.
Right.
So I've seen people live that life too. So it just depends on you. If you don't like fixing cars and having downtime with a car and you just always want new and that peace of mind that nothing's going to go wrong, I can understand leasing. Financing, I don't really get. That part I don't get, because usually by the time you're done making payments, something's wrong with the car, and then you're going to find yourself in a month where you're paying insurance, the car payment, you won't be using the car because it's in the shop, and you need money to fix. So
it just depends how long you're doing it for, because so we went with the Hyundai. I know some people say it other ways, but Hyundai. That's how I say it. Hyundai. Well, yeah. So they did a Super Bowl commercial once, and they're like, it's like Sunday, so Hyundai. So that's why I say that. So maybe that's what I remember. That's why I say that. But anyways, that or a Kia where you get 5 years and you do a 5-year loan. They normally say do a 36-month is what you want. But if you do a 5-year and you have a loan, then anything that happens, as long as you stay under the 60,000 or even the 100,000 for the powertrain, I feel comfortable. So when Shelby Cobra wanted to get a car, she wanted to get the Palisade. And I said, all right, at least get that. Don't get the Chevy, don't get that. And I like those cars. She was not a person to buy a car that wasn't made in America, but I just said, this is just a smart choice because you're protected for this whole time. So, and it's a great car. It's a great car. But yeah, I get it. I mean, honestly, I was always taught just pay cash for your car.
Exactly.
Yes. Right. Just pay cash for your car. That's the best way to do it. There you go. Yeah. Right. And a lot of people want really nice things and they'll finance them. And then you're in a hole or you lose your job. And that's where things go crazy. So
exactly. And that's the thing, is like, I always felt like just the whole job thing is such a unstable situation. Like, you could walk into work and be fired for something you didn't even anticipate or something.
Right.
And that just totally turns your life upside down. I mean, it's one thing when all you got to do is try and, scrape up an insurance payment, but a whole car payment, and then, that's...
Exactly. Or that, like, gap insurance. What if you didn't get gap insurance and your car's worth less, than you owe, and you get in a car? I mean, there's just a whole bunch of things like that. I mean, I think, depending on who you are, you can make it happen. But financially, you're probably best to buy a used car and just pay it off. Sometimes having a loan on my last car, I had a tiny loan. I'm like, what's the lowest loan I could get just for my credit score? Because it really does help your credit score. And they were like 5,000. I'm like, I only wanted 3,000. They're like, the lowest we could do is 5,000. So I'm like, okay. So I financed it and then I just paid it off not too long after. But yeah, it's good to just pay things off. One of these days I'll convince Shelby Cobra to do that and be smarter with her money. But it is what it is. She's the boss. I don't know if she's still listening, but I'm sure I'm going to get struck tonight by the Cobra.
I've got something.
Yeah, for sure.
I was just talking to somebody. I don't want to say who they were. This is a friend, and this was just last weekend. So
I love the sound effects.
So I was talking to this individual, and they said that they were driving down the road and they had this huge truck in front of them, and it was lifted up, and the truck knew something was in the road, furniture. And instead of going around it, slowing down, they just went over it because they cleared it. My friend did not see it in time and wham, scratch all down the side. And so this individual tried to get somebody to help them out. It didn't, it fell through. They contacted insurance. Insurance is like, all right, let's do this. So they begin the whole process. And now this individual's insurance went from, I think it was $400 to $1,200 a month.
Are you kidding me?
No joke.
Oh man, it's usually like 15%. I would be shopping for other stuff, but it might be hard to get something. That's crazy. Yeah. That's and there's another reason. Like I've got a 20. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I don't drive a fancy car. I got a 2015 Kia Sedona minivan. I love it. Just because I move things around. I have some of the seats out. It's pre-scratched and dented. I don't care. Like, dude, I just got hail damage on it, and I just took the money. I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what the heck happens to it. And Shelby's like, oh my God, there's like a bird shit on my car. And look at that tiny little scratch. And I'm like, this is why she's like, don't touch that
be careful what you're doing. I'm like, this is why I hate your car, because it just makes me nervous to touch anything, right? You know, and we have it to tow our RV. And yeah, I'm scared to use it. I hate that stuff. But yeah, that's crazy. If I don't, you know, with my car insurance, it's still actually more than it should be. You know, insurance has gone up for used cars because they have such high value. It's such crap. And then of course here in Missouri, we have personal property tax, which is the most ridiculous thing. So I have to pay taxes on that every year for that effing car.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
Oh, imagine being taxed on a candy bar every year.
Right, exactly. So any personal property, vehicle, RV, you get taxed every year. So a lot of people, what they do is they'll register it in Illinois where you don't have that. But man, if you get caught, that's a big, big no-no. And they sometimes will have traps to, if they see cars driving around with Illinois plates, they'll pull them over and see if you're a resident. And if you are, you get in big, big trouble. So I'm not going to play that game. So,
hey, I'm gonna go off camera real quick. I'll still be here though.
Okay, cool.
But B, I think you're right about pay with cash. Don't get loans and get in debt. That's something that I did the wrong way in my 20s. My suggestion is save up. If you really want something, save for it.
Exactly.
Pinch. Cut where you need to cut. You know, there's some things in life that you can do away with and use that money towards what you're trying to save up for, and just pay things in cash. Don't get in debt.
Yeah, and look, I've made mistakes. When I got out of college, had a really good job. I bought my dream car. I bought the Isuzu V-Cross. I think I've talked about it on the chat before. Nobody even knows what it is. Not many were ever made. Such a cool thing. And then everywhere I went, fingerprints on the windows, fingerprints on everyone looking in, trying to figure out what the hell is this thing. Gosh. And I'm like, no, I can't handle this anymore. So I sold it after like 10 months. And boy, did I take I got hit so hard on it. And then I bought a convertible and just did all these stupid things. And I mean, I guess this is not financial advice, but I mean, I think it's not bad advice. You don't need the biggest and best car. If you're just starting out, you know, get something reliable.
A to B. That's it.
That's right. Do you need all this stuff? I will say though, I did for a period of time have a car without a keyless entry. That to me is non-negotiable. Power windows and that to me is a safety feature that I gotta have. That I will pay whatever extra amount. I'm not going to go without. But pretty much everything else. I mean, I like having controls on my steering wheel. I like the camera for backup. Safety features for me are big, right?
Yeah.
But you don't always need that. In fact, even to this day, I still look behind me. I don't trust my cameras. I still look over when I'm turning. So, but it's a smart move. It's a smart move.
My car is still old school, man. My 350Z is a 03, so no rear view camera. You barely got all the extras, but it's a 350Z.
Oh yeah, that's a nice. Does that take premium gas or no?
Yeah, you're supposed to, but I don't put premium in there.
I'm gonna say like that. I almost bought that. You remember the Pontiac? What was it? The SSEI. Why am I blanking on what it was? The first part of the name. Oh, it was the coolest car ever. It had heads-up display and all that stuff, but it took premium gas, and I'm like, you know what? Especially these days, I'm not buying a car that takes premium gas. There no way. I don't go that far anyways because I work from home, but still. I mean, I don't want to pay $4 a gallon plus for gas. And I'm sure it's more in New York, but that's a cool ass car. I will tell you that. You know, that is a fun car.
Yeah, definitely fun to drive.
Oh, go ahead, Seany.
Oh, I was gonna say I remember around 2005, 2006, my father-in-law had this big Dodge truck, and the reason why he bought it was because diesel at that time was so cheap. And then and he was so upset,
right? Because for a while it was less.
Oh, it was,
and then it was even, and now it's more. It keeps going around, you know, all over the place.
Yeah.
But the new diesels, you've got that Oh, that extra stuff you have to put in. It's like it's made out of human urine. I don't know. It's supposed to help emissions. So if you get one, what is it called? Somebody in the chat will know.
Hang on, you said human urine? What?
It's actually DEF. There you go. Denny OC knows it's DEF. So if you bought a diesel after 2014,
it's like a diesel electric, right?
No, not electric. It's just this is supposed to help emissions, and the car starts to C-block you after so many miles that it notices you haven't put it in, to the point it will shut the engine down. So you have to put the stuff in, and it's like $2.50 a gallon. Now you don't have to put that much in, but it will shut your truck down. So a lot of people go back and won't even buy the new ones because they don't have to deal with it. And diesels last forever. I mean, you can fix them up and whatever, but they're meant to, go forever. But yeah, man, a diesel. That's my thing. Like, I want to get either like a big A-class RV to go travel, or I could get a fifth wheel. And do I get a big truck or a dually? I don't know, man. Just I know
my language with the RV stuff, man. That's the point I'm at now. At this point, I want a house on wheels. Damn it! Can't evict me. You can't mortgage payment.
There you go. Diesel exhaust fluid. And isn't it, Gus? Isn't that made out of? I think it's like a derivative. I don't know if it's human urine. That's just right. But yeah, the Moknowz wants to do it too. Shelby Cobra, we talked about it. We're trying to see if we can actually put it together because she can work from anywhere. And we talked about this too, Doctor. I think with the Starlink, and we found this A-class. And it was actually really cheap, but it was a gas one, which you normally don't want on a big A-class because they can't do mountains very well. And normally you have to tow a car behind it. But it was like inexpensive where I think we could make it work as a business expense and everything. But this thing had 2 bathrooms and had this closet that could be a closet, a bunkhouse, or an office. And I'm like, that's where I'm streaming from. I'm streaming in that little thing. I'm like, this is so cool. And we got the 2 bathrooms, and you can be out there, Shelby, and I can be in the closet just like I used to be where she threw me in originally. It'd be just like old times. But it was so cool. And I'm like, man, that would be fun to just be able to go around. We want to go to Arkansas where they have that diamond mine. It's like $10 a day. You can actually go search for diamonds and people get them. So there's just so many fun things to do. Yeah, that's in Murfreesboro, Arkansas. I've been there twice. Never got a diamond. Never got a diamond. Yeah, but yeah. That's funny. Right like a diamond. Oh, Lord. Let's see.
That's cool. And yeah, I think Starlink would they've got like what is it? One that you can move around or whatever. I think it would be really cool to put that on some type of RV.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Backdoor Kicks is saying, I think you need a CDL for cousin. I didn't think you did, or the fifth wheel. I didn't think you did. Honestly, you should.
Yeah.
I mean, those things can get. I mean, they could be big. You have a 42, 45 foot fifth wheel, and then your 25-foot dually pulling it. That's long. Like that's what scares me. Even an A-class driving around. Like I really want a B-class, but I don't want to get like murdered by Shelby Cobra in a video game because we'd be so close to each other all the time in the van. But I think that would be fun too. Let's see here. Yeah, that DEF, it's supposed to reduce air pollution. It's a pain in the butt. Yeah, exactly. Everyone I've heard of says it sucks. So DEF is human urine base. So why is it so right? Exactly. So there you go. I guess I was right. It's so why can't you just piss in the why can't you just piss in there and trick the system? I think people have actually tried to mess with it. So it
you guys remember that Buffalo shooting that happened? The white dude went in the grocery store, killed all the black people.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the one was that was a year ago, right? About a year ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard about the conspiracy theories behind that whole thing, but the first person he killed was this black security guard that was outside. And that guy actually he had invented a way for vehicles to run on water. So it was a big conspiracy.
Well, they've actually talked about other conspiracies like that where people were going to come out with the hydrogen car and all of this
back in the 70s, right?
Yeah, and even just all throughout, like people,
saying they were killed for this idea. And I mean, I'm not too big into conspiracy theories, but it's certainly not out of the realm. I mean, think about it. Wouldn't car companies would not want that? Just like the, Toyota had the electric car back in, I think, 1999. There's a documentary about it, and they leased them. I think it was like a 17-month lease. A lot of movie stars had them, and at the very end, they pulled them. And the movie stars like, "I will pay whatever you want," and they're like, "No," and they destroyed them because they knew it was going to destroy the whole car industry. Of course, look where we are now, but back then we weren't ready for it. But it's true. If somebody actually invented something that you could run it on something so cheap, which actually it's possible. I don't know how you do it safely, but it would seem to me you can get split atoms and get energy from lots of things. But yeah, I mean, who knows? But what a sad tragedy that whole thing was.
That's
I have family in Buffalo, so I hate those types of things, not to get into the whole gun thing, because I do own guns, but there needs to be more protection for people with that whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that guy was supposed to have one or not, but we're in a world where supposed to have and still being able to have are two different worlds. So I mean, at this point, I don't know if you should even have gun laws, because the only people trying to legally get a gun are people that, would probably get one, and if you can't, it's a million ways to get one. You got ghost guns. Like, I know people 3D printing guns. So I don't know about laws at this point,
Well, what they're trying to do, I think there was a company in California that was making individual parts, because there was a way to get around making guns by selling you the individual parts, and they don't have serial numbers on it. But yeah, I mean, look, if you want to get one, you're going to get one. I mean, I've heard all the things. You can use a car to run into a crowd and all this stuff. Not a video game, because Moknowz says that saves me on YouTube by saying that. But I still think I don't believe in giving up. Like, not all laws are going to prevent everything. But I don't think we should say, let's not do it, because it's not going to be effective with every situation. But I get the point, because I have a lot of gun enthusiasts I know that just want nothing, and I get their point. I get all the sides. I think we just need something in the middle that we can all agree on. So, yeah.
And these aren't toys. They're not toys.
They're not toys.
They're tools. And that's something that, I mean, I'll always respect my dad. It was okay. Can I take you guys back? I'm sorry.
Please. No, you got me excited about the story.
All right. It was late 1980s, right? Dick Tracy, the movie came out.
Yep.
I remember watching that movie and being so like, Dick Tracy's so awesome. Yeah. And it was a Sunday, and we were getting ready for church. And I remember coming up to my dad. And I said, "Dad, oh my gosh, my favorite gun is the Tommy gun, and it goes like this, and like this and that, Dick Tracy this, and Dad, what's your favorite gun?" And his reply stuck with me, because he said, "You know what my favorite gun is?" I said, "What?" He said, "My favorite gun is no gun, because guns are they're a tool. They're supposed to be used for tools, and they could take a life. And the reason why your dad doesn't own a gun is because I'm not prepared to take a life. I can't mentally handle that. And that's why we don't have a gun in here."
That's a good
point.
And
that stuck with me. Yeah. That stuck with me all these years.
Now, the question, you know what I would have asked your dad? And I mean, of course, us being super young, we're not going to think this far.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have asked my dad, have you ever been in a situation where you either were about to lose your life if you didn't properly defend it, or have the tools to properly defend it? Because if you've never been put in that situation, and then you feel out, if you're bringing a knife to a gunfight, you learn real quick you don't have the right tool.
Yeah.
And God forbid you don't want to put yourself in them situations, but sometimes them situations come to you, and in today's world, I see more and more people who deem themselves in safe neighborhoods and safe this and safe that. It's like things are bleeding over into places they normally don't.
Yep.
And so, I just look at it as like, I totally agree with your dad, and then at the flip side, it's like, I always believe you should have some shit just in case. You know what I'm saying? In case shit
That's why,
happens.
right.
I'm always an in case shit happens type of dude because the way my luck is, not only will the rare and low percentage chance thing happen, but it'll happen to me. So I'm that one dude in New York who got guns legal. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's looking at how the hell. And I was doing this before New York State passed what they did. Well, not even New York State, but the Supreme Court passed laws a couple years ago saying that it's unlawful and unconstitutional to tell someone that they can defend their home and register a shotgun in their home, but not a handgun. Like, who are you to tell us how to defend ourselves? So they just passed that law, and there's so many people in New York who don't even know you can own guns now. That is ridiculous. But yeah, man, AR-15 life.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is like knowing how to use it. My big thing about too many rules goes to more like farmers. All right. And I know some farmers, when you're on a big farm, you got to defend your animals against other animals and stuff like that. And so you got to keep that in mind with these laws. I think in a big city, counties and stuff like that, laws can be different. But rural America, there's a whole other reason not to just defend your life. It's actually to defend your livelihood, right? So you got to keep that in mind. We can get into the argument of should people have an AR-15 or certain guns. That's a whole other argument. But my only thing is I wish we were required to have some type of training. It doesn't have to be big. This isn't a license fee, but I feel like, when they say well-regulated militia, the minimum you can do is to make somebody just prove that they can,
they're proficient.
Safely,
break down their weapon, be able to clean it, load it within a certain amount of time, and break it down within a certain
store it properly, right? So your kids don't get it. I think that would be smart, but a lot of people don't agree with that because they don't want any rules. In parts of St. Louis and Missouri, you don't even need a license to carry anymore. That to me, I mean, again, if you're in a rural area, I'm much more okay with that than in a city. But sometimes you can't pick and choose. So not trying to take sides here because I actually hear all the sides, especially being in Missouri or Missouri, whatever you want to call it here. We've got it all, and I get it. We're a very conservative place, and so people love their guns here. And I do have guns, so but I'd be careful.
I will say that unless you've been here and done something more than just go to Manhattan and call yourself going to New York, you really don't understand the full dynamic of New York. Because upstate is that rural life you're talking about.
Right.
And the earlier you go back in Long Island, it was rural here too. Like, there's like where I grew up in my house, I didn't have acres and acres, but I had enough land to build. I had a dog runner on the side of my house, a vegetable garden on the side of my house. I had a grape vineyard in the back. I had all types of shit being planted. My family and my lineage goes back to slavery. So agriculture and cooking, all of that stuff's deep rooted in my family. So, you'd be hard pressed to have any land to do any of that if you lived in Queens or even Nassau County. But I live in Suffolk County. So once you hit Suffolk, it becomes a little more rural, and that's why literally the gun laws changed from Suffolk to when you're in Nassau to right in Queens. And I mean, these are only 20-minute trips west difference from each other, but the laws are different. So again, I would have an easier time buying a shotgun for home defense where I live than somebody that lives in Brooklyn.
I think that's fair, though. I think that's actually making, and I believe in like states making their own rules and local counties, and not, because they're going to know better, right? In most cases, I think that's
but isn't home defense home defense? It shouldn't matter where I live. We're talking about home defense.
Yeah, no, I gotcha. I think in a more rural area. Now, the reason I like shotguns is you don't have to have a good aim. And a lot of that's going to be stopped in walls in your general area. I guess in that situation, that's where you could say, well, we need people fighting for people's rights no matter where they're at. And I get that.
See, I think
this
it
is
should
where
be
the
opposite
training
for
would
the
come in.
city. I think
Yeah,
it's opposite for the city. I think the city, your home defense should be a handgun, actually. You know why?
I'm
Because
listening.
if we're talking about literally using your weapon inside of the house in a home invasion situation, that's what they're talking about when they say protecting your home, at least here, right? So if I have a big house, then the scenario you laid out, that's exactly the case. The walls are going to stop some of this,
Right.
depending on what kind of rounds you got and all that. But in the city, your apartment is just small and narrow. And if you shoot a shotgun in an apartment, more than likely a bullet's going into next door. So I feel like, if anything, they should be using something precise like a handgun in home defense versus a shotgun.
Right.
Out here, I could see a shotgun working a lot better. So it's one of those weird things.
Oh, we lost Shiny Poo. I hope we didn't piss him off. Hopefully he just lost his connection.
Yeah. But just what I'm saying, does that make any sense? Or
no, it does. It all depends on the rounds. Shotgun, depending how the shell is packed. The ball bearings inside and stuff like that. Obviously you could have.
If you got birdshot, it's still effective. If I got salt rounds, it's still effective.
Yes, well, any of them are going to be effective, right? So, but I get your point. I think it's hard to get people who are against these things to understand it. I think we've got a gun problem here in the US. Let's see. Can you bring? Oh yeah. Sorry. Let me bring. It says device not connected. Let's see. Shiny Poo, can you leave and come back in? Do you have that link still? Because it looks like it says device not connected.
Then he said, try to fight off a pack of coyotes with a pitchfork.
It's so true. Yeah, I put that up there. Right, exactly. But see, that's the thing. When I talk to my aunt, because she's very conservative and I love her, I'm more on the moderate, even a little liberal, which is going to drive people nuts. But here's the thing. Like when she told me the story of the farm, I'm like, you're 100% right. Like we can't, you're living in a different world that people in the city just aren't going to get. So yeah, I just like to hear everyone out because I love everyone. I don't think I'm right on everything. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely a good talking about. Just real quick, and maybe I'm gonna have to put up the link for Shiny Poo. Let's see. Big A open 10 cubes, 2 common, 5 rare, 3 legendary. Not too bad. Did you get any good mints? And while we're doing this, let me see if I can get Shiny Poo the link in the stream again. I don't know what happened. It said something weird. There's the link.
With me on my daily walk.
Cool. I'm just kind of interested in your background. It's kind of fun watching. By the way, let me tell you something. I bought this thing. It's called a gimbal stabilizer. All right. And you put your phone on it. And have you heard of it?
I have.
They are you can get such great shots. I mean, you'd be holding it up in front of you and you'd be completely still right now. Not that it looks bad.
It's not a selfie stick though, right? It's
not a selfie. You can make
something
it a
you
selfie.
Wear.
No. Well, they might have something where this is actually the one I have is handheld and you can move it around and film and it never moves. It never the footage you see is not shaky and you can have it even track. You can move the camera around 360 and get really cool shots. I think I bought it for 80. Everything has a price here, but I'm like, you know what? This will make things more interesting to do.
Yeah,
that. But anyway,
I know a pretty big. He's like a travel type of YouTuber.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure that's what he has because I could tell he's holding something that's holding his phone,
but it looks clean.
While he's walking, he'll be like, "Here, let me show you guys what I see," and I could tell he's presses something and it automatically is flipping his camera around.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same thing, but it's not like it turns the other camera on. It's literally flips the whole phone around.
Yeah. This thing can do that. So this, I haven't even played with that aspect. By the way, Gus is saying this is going to sell out, which is blowing my mind. But I guess I should have figured with 6,000.
What's going to sell out?
The Yoda comic. I mean, with only 6,000, I guess people are like, why not take the risk? Big A, man. He got, okay, I'm just reading what he got here. He got.
I forgot to buy one.
Yeah, I decided not to do it. Doing the stream by myself, that made it a little bit harder. But Big got number 35 common Mickey. Awesome, man. That's cool. 373 rare Pluto, 529 rare mini, 871 legendary Mickey. I got one of those legendaries. Yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, that 35. I'm jealous, man. Good. It's a good one to have. That's a good one to have. So congrats. That's a good pull. Yeah, I don't know what to do, Dokta. Like, I want to buy more, but man, over the past couple days, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
where's
she had quite a bit.
Let's see here. I'm gonna see if Shawnee Poo. I don't know what the heck was going on. It wouldn't even let me pull him back on. Maybe something happened with his phone. I don't know if it died or whatever. Either way, come back in, man, if you want to put the StreamYard. Sorry about that. I don't know. By the way, if you guys want to scroll up, I'll just do it again. I put Dr. Strange's affiliate link just so you guys know he is a Cryptoys ambassador. We just found out last night. I saw him on the stream, and sometimes they'll have people on who aren't ambassadors, but I'm like, they're not going to do that for this. And so when he said he was an ambassador, I figured he was. I was like, yes, that's awesome, because he deserves it. He's won it for a while. So I put his link in there. You guys can use it. And I also put Shawnee Poo's Twitter, because you got to go there, like his account. I need to start promoting my Twitter. Go on there. Go ahead and link. It still says Twitter, even though it's X, which is weird, right? So
I know, right?
That's crazy. Go on there. But he also has the contest form for his birthday if you guys want to win some good prizes on October 2nd. So go ahead and fill those out. So there you go.
I did it. It's quick and easy too, man.
Yeah, for sure. And Shawnee Poo's a really good guy, and actually very fun to watch. So yeah. How do you feel, Dokta, about doing like your own streams over like going to other people's streams? I still think it's just much more fun going to other people's.
Say that one more time.
As far as streaming, I find it better to go to other people's streams. Like, I have more fun like that. Do you like doing your own streams, or do you have fun doing your own stuff?
No, not really.
Right? I think that's like the sentiment, because Hanano's like that too. He's like, now you seem like probably a more outgoing guy than me. Like, me even doing this streaming is just blowing my mind, people doing like, it's not anything I wanted to do.
Yeah,
kind of fell in my lap.
It was never in my plan. I never right. I saw myself possibly streaming one day, but I thought I was light years away from ever buying equipment, or I've just had a lot going on in real life, moving back and forth, and environment changes, so you're like, when am I ever going to get settled in and be able to start building, and then curate a nice setup so I can go live. And I was just like, when I started doing videos, I was like, let me just start on a basic level, like,
yes,
and that's why me recording in the car, I was like, the one thing I know I'll have is my car and my phone.
Right.
So that's just where I started, and I knew everything else could change around me, but those would be the two constants. So, ended up, by luck, getting some equipment. Now you see me, with the mic and all that good stuff. I also had to upgrade the computer along the way. So I had an old beat up laptop. I would go on Spatial, and they'd be like I would create my character in the whole nine, and then when it came to like actually getting in Spatial, it was like, sorry, your computer is not blah blah blah. I was like, damn.
Right. I've had that. That's why I ended up upgrading, and then I find out my internet is just crap. So like, it's whatever your weakest link is. Just real quick on the thing you said about like your car and everything. I watched this guy, probably nobody knows him. He actually has almost 1.4 million people. I started watching this guy when he had like nothing. Steve Wallace is his name. He does like these like stealth camping things and whatever. And he used to be homeless. And now he's making money. Unfortunately, his wife died over a year ago. It was so sad because she was so young and just died in her sleep. But he goes all over. And one of the things I remember him saying, he's like, I will never buy a car that I can't sleep in again, because he was homeless. He's like, but I get like, having your car, you got it, right? You got it. That's there for you.
I mean, I went through something similar, you know, not fully homeless, but definitely like, you know, some rough patches.
Absolutely.
And the 350Z was not very accommodating, especially, you know, you're just trying to move a couple of items to storage or something. I mean, you can't even fit a square box in the trunk and close it. You know, so I was like the bag man.
That's why I like my minivan. So I got it to pull a trailer. I bought a little trailer so I could go see my son in Florida with the whole COVID thing. But I would drive sometimes without the trailer, drive it down there, and I had to set up so I could take naps in there. It was all blacked out. I had, you know, it was awesome. I mean, and I liked it. I could just stop anywhere, take a nap, and then I'd go. It was fun.
Let me show you a little scenery, right? So where I live now, I live literally across the street from this.
I heard people are dying to get into there.
So that's a cemetery.
Yeah, I know.
And these are all Confederate soldiers.
Oh, wonderful.
From way back.
Must make you very happy to have to live across that. That's like when I lived. Do you remember? Do you know Sefner, Florida? Do you remember that?
What is it?
Sefner, because you were in Tampa.
Oh yeah.
Oh my Lord! Like, look, I understand people want to celebrate the past, but nothing drove me more nuts than that freaking huge ass Confederate flag I had to drive by every day going home. Is right off of MLK, and I was just like, what the, you know, come on, can you have a little respect? Like, okay, celebrate, but do you literally have to have this huge, like $300,000 flag? That disgusts me, you know.
Well, when I first drove down to Florida from New York when I moved, it's right outside of Jacksonville. Jacksonville is somewhere. It's right off the highway. There's a huge Confederate flag, just like you're kind of describing. Yeah. And I was like, honestly, I loved it. You know why?
Why?
Because I had to take a piss really bad, and that let me know not to get off at that exit. So I love it. I mean, please fly more of those in the air so I know where I'm at.
You know where to avoid, right? By the way, just real quick,
I loved it.
OG Vault is in the house. He's probably working. He's not going to be able to come on, but you know, if you wanted to, I honestly, I wish I was going on his show. I keep telling him you got to come back on. I enjoy watching his streams.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, good to see you. But yeah, so and yeah, the whole thing, and again, I hear both sides, but I just want to respect everyone. You know, like we don't need something that big. You're making a statement to piss off some people and to make others happy. If I'm doing something that's going to piss off a group of people, then I feel like I'm not doing the right thing. There's got to be a better way to present the past without forgetting about it. But does it have to be so much out in the open? That's just my, you know, that's just my thing. Like, here's Shiny Poo. I'm going to bring him back in. Hey, Shiny Poo back. But like, I want to respect everyone. You know, we have all this hate in this country. And I hate that, right? Like, I hate this hate because I want people who are like, that's their past and they want to celebrate it. But it's like, can't you just respect everyone though, and realize that that hurts people's feelings, right? You're like, you're disregarding somebody to prove your point. I don't know. That's just how I feel. I'm not necessarily right, but I just, you know, I want everyone to be respected. But if I'm doing something outwardly that is disrespectful to a whole group and it drives me nuts, I just don't want to see that.
Well, here's my question to you then is, and I know obviously you're not a black person, but
no, right.
Which one is worse, or which one would be more appropriate or less painful? To see a Confederate flag or a statue of Robert E. Lee?
Ooh, okay.
Because they're two different levels of commemoration. Right. And I feel like when you're dealing with a symbol, it's more recognizable. Like if I saw a flag with a Nazi swastika on it, that's easier to be like, you know, to like just put into a certain box versus seeing I don't know, a statue of Stalin or something. I don't know,
right, right.
you know.
No, that's a good point. Okay, so that's a good point. And Shiny Poo, just jump in anytime. But yeah, that's a good point. So I feel like a soldier, people aren't going to know as much or who that is.
Right,
they may not, but like you said, the Confederate flag is going to be bad. You know, not the same thing, but I am Jewish. So anything that offends anyone really drives me nuts, because I don't like that. I understand that. In college, I had to deal with stuff. I had to kick some ass back in college because of it, but I don't want to have to do that. I want everyone to be friends. And, so my theme with the whole statues, and I hope I'm not offending anyone out there, because I know we've got people all over, but I think we can have them. I think, though, maybe in a museum would be better to explain. I don't want to tell somebody what to do on their own property either. So if they're going to fly a Confederate flag, I can't do anything. I just think that's disrespectful. I think that's disrespectful to a lot of people. And I think you should consider when you're doing that, or at least maybe don't do it in such a large way. A lot of times I feel like they're not celebrating the past. They're doing it for other reasons, but you never know. You never know.
That's part of the problem, is you don't know.
You don't know
what it means. Because I have a friend in Alabama who, if I didn't know him on face value, like let's say I'm just driving by and looking at him, he's classic, quote unquote, redneck. He's a four-wheeling mutter, got a truck. This guy has so much land that he can put traps in the front of his house to catch deer and stuff, and flies in a Confederate flag. But I met him on Clash of Clans, so obviously it's like Twitter. You don't know who anyone is till they tell you.
Right, of course.
And we had built up such a relationship before, Facebook got to a point where it was like, oh, okay, you can see this, see that. And then it was like, oh, you're in Alabama. Oh, you fly a Confederate. But like, he had black friends, like, for real. And then one time I would talk to them on like a live, and they would call themselves rednecks. And that's when I had to understand, like, if you just let the media and people define things and you don't really know what's going on, it's easy to be like, oh, I got it. I understand. This is what it is. And it's like, unless you're like at least have a foot into the culture a little, or have a liaison, you really don't know the intricacies. And so I didn't even know there were black people that would consider themselves rednecks. I thought it was, a white person that had a damn redneck or something, from being in the South or something like that.
Well, they're here.
Like, no, it's like, no, it's a way of life. It's a culture. It is. Yeah. So I didn't know that. Like,
sure. In Missouri,
once I moved to Florida, I saw it. And even out here in Long Island on the eastern end, you see it's, like out here, you could tell these people they wish they could fly a Confederate flag so bad. So instead they'll fly like an American flag and a Trump flag, or they'll do some sort of thing to make it like, you combine that with the big truck, and it's like, dude, like, we ain't even got mud out here like that, and you're trying to
By the way, just OG Vault makes a really good point here. Statues are a slippery slope. George Washington owned slaves, and that's exactly right. But if we stop it at where, if I was to say, like, I don't like people who lose, right? And you say the Confederates lost, like, they lost. Usually when people lose, they don't earn the right to be on the military, right? They didn't earn the right. They didn't make the history.
That's deep.
But I do, right? Well, but I still think we can respect our past. We can have it. I just don't know if we need it in a park, especially if it's in an area that is going to offend people. And that's where I have the problem, because if you're doing it, that's just trying to be mean, right? And of course, when they did it 70 years ago, 100 years ago, that wasn't the intention. Of course, things weren't the same back then, right? Like, not everyone had the same rights. People didn't have the same feelings they have these days. And, but he's right. It is a slippery slope, especially if you go down the slavery route, where a lot of people did own slavery, and that was a thing. Unfortunately, that was a bad freaking horrible part of our history.
Are you familiar with Stone Mountain in Georgia?
Yes.
Right. So I lived in Georgia, Atlanta, outskirts, all over Georgia for a little while after I left Florida. And I visited Stone Mountain, and I didn't know that they had a monument there. It was basically like, you know, the national monument, but for Confederates. I had no idea that they had stuff carved on the side of this mountain. And where I visited in Stone Mountain, it was all black. So that was the least of my thoughts. Like, I didn't know the history of the place.
Right.
And then, several to 10 years later, during, a lot of unrest and protest times here in the United States from unjust killings and things going on, there's this one summer where supposedly the KKK and people like that, they were all going to do protests. This is when they were going to like city council buildings in like Detroit and holding protests. And all this stuff was like kind of prep for January 6th or whatever, really. They were just testing these places to see what would happen. But they like issued a blanket statement to black people. Like, they were like, hey, basically, if you guys smoke with the KKK, meet us where we are every year. Here's Stone Mountain. So at the time you had the Ahmaud Arbery situation. That was the guy that got killed in Atlanta, in Georgia, I could say, and with the McMichaels and all of that. And it was basically, you have a bunch of different black militias out here, and they basically formed a coalition and all showed up at Stone Mountain, and KKK was nowhere to be found. And this is just an ongoing thing. It's like playing whack-a-mole almost, but it's a crazy situation, you know what I mean? And people, like I was chilling with this one guy, and his disposition was like, oh, Proud Boys, did this, that, and the third, and like he likes the Proud Boys. And I was trying to explain to him like how racist some of those members are, and he's like, how are they gonna be racist? The leader's Hispanic. And I'm like, that means nothing.
Right, Torres.
Like
nothing to do with it. Right?
Yeah. That means zero. I know white men that marry immigrant African women, and then a year into the marriage, the woman's trying to get out, talking about while the guy's having sex with her, he's using all types of explicitives and talking about black people. And some people are, I think racism, like in the deepest core of it, to where you're willing to kill someone or whatever, I think that's like a mental defect. I think it's a mental illness to a degree. So I think you got people who are out here trying to cosplay, and do all of these slave, rituals and all that, and relive stuff of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy, and
they're starting shit is what they're doing, right?
There you go. Well, that too, but I mean, even the people who, again, it's a weird thing, because like I have talks with my friends about this, and there's certain ways that people feel when being black, and then you see a white woman with a black man, or a black man with a white woman, and we were talking about that dynamic. And basically what it is like, if you see a black man with a white woman, people don't view the white guy the black dude necessarily as a self man. Just in the natural order of things, is supposed to be the leader of the relationship. So the feeling is that the black guy has maintained his identity, but he's with a white woman. Whereas if you see a black woman with a white man, the disposition is the black woman is not that bright, or she's compromised, which is why she's with this white man. And the reason for that, I think, is because you always keep hearing horror stories come from the black woman of being, treated in a weird way, or they're like, they didn't even know that this person's racist until they actually marry them. And you don't hear that dynamic come from the situation with a black man with a white woman. So, when we started digging into who these black women were, the majority of them were immigrants. And it was like, who murders Chinese brides? Is it black dudes or white dudes? Usually white dudes, because they got the money to do that. And they're the ones that want to seek out specific people and do these things. And then you don't know what happens behind closed doors. You know what I mean? So now that we're in the age of social media, now that we're in this new age, we see these black women pop up on Twitter, and then they got these wild accents. And we're sitting, and people who are foundational black Americans, we're a little more sensitive with trying to cross that line of interracial relationship, because we have direct connection with white people in the country. So it's a certain level of distrust there. Whereas an immigrant, they think the best thing to do for themselves is ingratiate themselves with the dominant society. When they get here, they think they'll get all the trinkets and all the things just fall out the sky. So it's, you know, we're at a point where we're delineating, you know, meaning Black people who have lineage to this country, we're delineating. This is why we don't even want to be called African American, because we never called ourselves that in the first place. But on top of that, an African American is an immigrant who comes here and gains citizenship. So we need to create that distinction, because what's also happening is when they win a race in the Olympics, oh, I'm Jamaican. When they get a PhD, oh, you know, I'm the first from my country in Ghana to do this. But then when it's their kids running around doing Pookie and Ray Ray stuff in the streets, it's, oh, they're just Black. And it's like, no, y'all bring some of y'all trash here, some of y'all bring your customs here, and then interfuse it because you're marginalized neighborhoods, where our neighborhoods used to be kind of like all old neighborhoods. You knew who everyone was. And if someone new sprung up, everyone knew they were a new person. And that started happening in like the 80s and 90s. It'd be like, oh, you know, new Black family moved in over there. And then you'd notice, you know, the smell coming out their house is a little different. It ain't regular fried chicken. It's smelling like something else. You know, they come out, they go to school, they're dressing a little weird, you know, so we might crack on them or whatever. And then they you know, but we're all welcoming, you know what I mean? So we bring them in. And this is how you get people that might be from Nigeria or Haiti or Jamaica, but you just think they're just a regular Black kid. And it's like, there has to be
and I agree with that. No, I agree. By the way, Seany Poo's like, I don't know if I signed up for this conversation. No, but one of the things that you said that, so this is my opinion. I never like calling, I don't know why we call anyone anything other than American. So when we call somebody African American, I don't like that, because why do I have to define you other than you're an American?
Right.
You're an American. I'm an American. Seany Poo's an American. Right. There's people in the chat who are Canadian, but, you know, or from England or whatever. Why define? I don't define myself as Eastern European American. Why do we have to define you like that? I don't like that. I don't, to me, and I've always thought this because I never want to offend anyone, but like culture, we need to respect everyone's culture, but we don't have to define you into a group, because we're never going to be all get together if we have to define us in these all little different things. We're Americans, right? And that's how we have to look at this. To define you by your color. I mean, do you hear anyone saying somebody's white American? That's crazy. By the way,
right. The foundation of it. Yeah. I mean, race. The construct of race was created by Europeans and then brought to America. You know, America was pretty much like an experiment in the beginning and a clash of cultures and beliefs and stuff like that. You know, but basically, it was a way to kind of like create numbers or populations in a way too, because it's like, if Europeans, the original European settlers here, called themselves white, then as they have funneled in other groups like the English and the Irish, those groups were put through a hazing process. In hindsight, that's what it was. It was a hazing process. So that's why you'll have different groups say, hey, well, my family was, you know, marginalized and hated on in the country, but you could put a finite date on that. You know what I mean? That was from this year to that year, and it still wasn't the same as slavery. Being an indentured servant or sharecropping, that's not the same as being a slave, but in their mind it is. And then on top of that, they're like, oh, well, you know, we went through this and that in the country. What they don't understand is like, that was a hazing process, because this is why the Irish in the beginning of the country, they were given most of the slave patrol jobs. This is why the big van that they picked up slaves in was called a paddy wagon. You see what I'm saying? So the Irish got the police, and then the English, they got the fire department, you know, and these are some of the most highest well-paid jobs in our country. And, you know, obviously, if you're not able to be a part of it, either you're the hunter or you're the hunted. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So
people have adapted being here. Just real quick, I just want to say, because OG Vault said this, which he's like, black and white are weird terms. To be honest, nobody's actually black or white. I'm pink, aren't I? I'm kind of like pink. Or, you know, it's so stupid. It really is.
And I'm brown.
I just don't sorry. I don't get it. I don't know why it even matters what colors we are. One of my best friends, Charlie, Hero Wars Charlie, he's married to Jay. She's a black woman. I can tell you she's fucking smart. All right. She's got a great job and they are a great team. And obviously OG Vault was married to a black woman. So I mean, black women and women in general have to fight harder than even the males. So they're probably actually way smarter than us anyways, right? You know,
I would agree with that, but to a degree, because, you know, things like affirmative action in general has set women up. This is why most jobs you're at now, the management, the office managers, they're all women now. So, you know, the main people that benefited were black women over black men. Black men actually have it the hardest out of the groups because we don't have any specific programs for us or that funnel us anywhere other than jail. You know what I'm saying? We fuel the private prison system, and it's already been uncovered that that's why our music was taken over, and they would marginalize people like me who talk about creative things, get you to use your brain, and then they amplified the voices of gangster rap. And now look what we have, total degeneracy. And this is another reason why we're delineating is about 90% of these artists that run around here talking mush mouth, not making any sense. Half the women walking around putting their ass in there, they're not foundational Black Americans. They're bringing over a Caribbean culture, you know, a lot of bumping and grinding and, you know, booty popping, all of that derived in Jamaica, a lot of the islands, you know, even in pop, the group like real degeneracy and highlight stripper culture. That was 2 Live Crew. Those are 2 Black immigrants and Asian. So again, like in the beginning, yeah, everyone's welcome. But in hindsight, when you see the damage done, it's like, damn, you know, not everybody has your interest in heart, even if they look like you sometimes. So now we're at a point where we really are digging into who someone is.
Right.
Yeah, man.
I was just gonna
say, a lot of people did. And I mean,
they were really important.
And it's great what they did.
Up. Yeah, I was gonna say they kind of opened up that type of music. And just like, look, this is poetry, right? Like if I cuss or I'm talking about what I'm dealing with in my everyday life, screw you for saying that you don't like it, that it's bad. This is my life. Because
I would give that credit to it. Well, in the fight for freedom of speech and all of that at that time, I would say that NWA spearheaded that argument more than a 2 Live Crew. They were not lyrical or anything. They were just bringing in Miami-based booty music, and they were just trying to make the point like we should be able to talk about whatever we want. But that contributed nothing to our culture. You know what I mean? That's not constructive. You know, so that's the point where in hindsight,
Yeah, no, I get it. By the way, I hope we're not offending anyone out there. We're just kind of having a good conversation. Seany P, you want to chime in a little bit? I don't want to put you on the spot, but maybe you have something to say.
Yes, I've got something to say. What I've got to say is this. Hi, I'm Sean Sauter, and I'm a white Caucasian American. No, just kidding. Yeah, I'm weird. Anyways, no, with everything that you guys are saying, I think we just need to focus that we're just humans. We're just human beings. Exactly. And that's why sometimes when I come on, I'm like, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? This or that? Because I think everybody, it's not because somebody is this or that. I think of all of us as brothers and sisters. Right. That's how my dad raised me and my brother and sisters.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's too bad OG Vault isn't on here because I know he'd be good at this conversation and would have a lot to say. But he's chiming in the chat. So yeah, I mean, all of this stuff. I don't know how we went from Yoda and Cryptoids to this, but you get everything here. You get everything here in these conversations. Just real quick, guys. I want to put this back in the chat. Just a reminder that Oh, do I not have it there? That Doctor Strange is now a Cryptoys ambassador. So I want to put in
Yes.
exciting stuff.
Excelsior. There you go. Nice. That's awesome. I got to just go back in here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I got it here. So I'm going to copy this link. Just remember, guys, that we do get commission on this stuff. So here's Doctor Strange's. Sorry. Here I go again, talking what I'm typing. Here's Doctor Strange's Cryptoys affiliate link here. Oh my God, I can't even spell. There you go. Go ahead and if you haven't bought a toy, you're thinking about it. Go ahead and
man. Now's the time, man. Buy one, get one too.
It is. That's right. Until Sunday, 11:59, or until supplies last. And then of course we've got here. Here's Shawnee Poo's. This is his Google form for the contest that he's doing for his birthday, and then I'm gonna put his Twitter next. So here is the contest form for Shawnee Poo. So definitely go
really
in.
Quick and easy. It's painless. It took me all of 90 seconds to complete.
Yeah,
so,
I appreciate it.
And it's worth it. It's worth it. I mean, I'm like, man, now I'm on like Shawnee's email list, possibly. I feel like way more in the loop now. Cause I mean, I just love his artwork. I love his storytelling ability. Of course, I love him as a person and an individual. I was dragging my ass this morning. I said, let me get on this stream with BE. And then Shawnee came in and just like jolted me full of life, had me walk into the store. You know what I'm saying? Like,
totally.
The best, man.
I appreciate you. And you speaking about stories, I've got to highlight this. I've got a story.
Let's hear
and
it.
I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it on my 100 subs giveaway on my birthday, October the 2nd, around 4 p.m. Mountain Time. And it's a story on how Shawnee Poo got 8 secret rares at cover price.
That's right. I forgot you're talking about how did it happen, but you're gonna screw us and not tell us until the stream.
I'm sorry. I gotta highlight it. It's a really good story, guys. I promise it's not bait. It's not
right. No bait and switch. Now you never, you always come through whatever you say you're gonna do, man.
It is clickbait, but he's gonna come through and actually talk about what he's clickbaiting us for. But it's good because I'm interested in finding out how you did it.
It is a once in a lifetime thing. I'll just put it that way. But you guys got to tune in for that. That you just reminded me about that. I was like, oh yeah, I got to tell that. And then I'll probably tell my Shawnee Poo origin story.
Yes,
so you got to tune in for that as well. But
do that.
By the way, just real quick, I'm going back to Shawnee Poo. Hanano, look at that. Awesome, man. Max minted on Doctor's link.
What?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Crap.
Nice.
That's
awesome.
Wow. Yo, salute, man. Thank you, brother. Man.
Woo-hoo! Yep,
you
that's
guys
awesome.
Are
and we got the Veve new fiches drop in promo code only. So there you go. I know Moknowz has those, and he's all excited. So back to you, Shawnee Poo. Just wanted to get those out real quick.
Oh, no, that was it. I mean,
that was it. All right.
I do need to do a stream because I've got to open up my my Mickey Mouse and Friends. I've got to do it on my own stream. I would do it on here, but I've got to open it up on mine. And then on top of it, oh my jollies, my son Nono, he got his airdrops because we purchased a couple of them for him this last weekend. So he opened up those. And now, what was it? Yesterday, he got in his airdrop of the other 2 Star Wars cubes. He opened them up, and you guys, he recorded it. I'm going to show it on my stream. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I don't know if it's going to be today or tomorrow, but I'm going to have to do another stream. Maybe B will show up, Doctor Strange. Maybe we'll see. But
let me know. Let me know. I'm here. We leave on Sunday, and I've got Saturday off to do a bunch of stuff. But this week I should be open. I got to get a bunch of stuff done though before I leave, like videos and all that all those types of things. So
teasers. That's all I am.
We got look at you're teasing. Look who is in the house. Well, he's actually in the chat. Moknowz, he woke up.
Woohoo!
He woke up. He missed all my bashing myself for not being able to get his awesome Cubathon background off in time. I like went on and I'm like, oh, I can't figure out. I'm just gonna leave it up. But it still is much better than any background I would have come up with. So yeah, thanks, Mo. He's been he's got those fiches. I'm kind of jealous. I wonder what's gonna happen with those, if those are gonna do well. Let's see. When is your unboxing stream, Hanano? I need to join. I know tonight there's Superstar Money and Dino. I think it's going to be actually, is it going to be Dino first and Superstar? I don't know. They're doing it. I was holding cubes until Moknowz took us femur and said, "You better open up all your cubes last night," and I did. So he got me to open all my cubes. I've got nothing left.
Any idea on the status of this comic? Did it sell out yet? I was trying to buy one, but I'm kind of stuck on the stream. I can't even back out.
All right, hold on. Let me go check. And we got Choo Choo in the house. Good to see you. Finish setting up. No, not now. All right, let me tell you where we at, because I know Gus was saying 368. Hurry up. Woohoo! Hurry up. I can't believe this actually is going to sell. Let me give you some numbers on, in case you're sniping, which I'm jealous if you're able to snipe.
All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to try and get one real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. And if you got to go off, I'll pull you back on. $1.95 on the common, $2.10 on the uncommon, $6.99 on the rare, $16 on the ultra rare. So that went up a few, or a gem. And the secret rares at 90. So if you heard me at the beginning when they were at 320, that's where you half it and hope somebody is foolish enough to pick it up at that price, because I knew it was going to come down. I mean, you could just tell in this market. I didn't think that was going to do well in that secret rare, but not financial advice.
Looks like there's 8 secret rares left.
Yeah. So all right. So I mean, your chances are still not great, but better than they were from the beginning.
Yeah.
Let's see. Big A says, "Wait, Mo, did you just say you have fiche codes?" He does, and he's not giving me one. Only let's see. Those are about $50 to $60. Wait, are they on the app already? Wait a second. Am I missing something?
On
what? No, they're not on the app already, are they? No way.
Are you going for X Factor? Is that tomorrow?
That is tomorrow. I'm probably not. Like I said, I actually own that. I remember buying that comic. So back in the day. And it's somewhere. But so maybe I should buy it. I don't know. I'll probably decide at the last moment when chat's like forces me to buy it.
If it was number 8, I think it's number 8 or 9. First appearance of Apocalypse. Oh, I want that one. I want that one.
And Doctor Strange did a video on it, or you're gonna do a video on it. Is that correct, Doctor?
Absolutely. As soon as we're done here and we get started. So I just got a Yoda mint 2,900 something, and I'm common gang.
Of course. But yeah, you know what? Like I say, sometimes you got to feed the beast.
That's right.
And yeah. Most saying
another thing to consider, man. Another thing to consider real quick on these comics that, some people think of nothing burgers, they're just keys and not grails. What's interesting is like these 6K mints and stuff, they're not even selling out. So it's like if they just decide to burn the rest, whatever we're left with is what we're left with. And then all of a sudden those become some pretty scarce.
Oh, for sure. Like imagine those Tarzans down to 3,500 and not selling out. Yeah, they just decide. And that's the thing. I just wish they would do it quicker, right? Like it would be very effective if they would just either tell us, or if they don't, obviously not telling us is the best thing to kind of keep us on our feet. Then they'll actually get more people to buy into these things if they just do it and don't wait. They can keep it random, like not a week later. Maybe it's 9 days later, and then the next time it's 12. Just keep us on our feet thinking.
Well, if you knew the comics would be burned after 24 hours after the drop, I think that would make people move a little differently too.
Oh, for sure. I mean, look, this is a gambling game for a lot of people, and it's definitely would change the calculus of how you go about this market. And maybe that's the thing we need. I think the problem is, who knows if they just signed that contract with like on Tarzan, they're expecting a certain amount of money. They were pitched something, they signed a contract. So who knows? But I wish they could kind of move a little quicker and change things around.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not getting any of these fiche, but Mo is, and Big A. has them. Choo Choo has them. So good job. Yeah, and there's something, you know, I didn't know was going to happen, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. Brock just posted the Veve article on for fiches. All right, cool to know that. Gus is saying they have Web 2 fiche, but don't come with the promo code for the Veve fiches. And Moknowz is saying, glad to see Seany and Doc jumped on with me. My mornings are going to be shot for a while. Yeah. I explained it, man. You've been, that's what I said at the beginning, that you've just been working your butt off. You're being pulled in all sorts of directions. And I wasn't even sure if I wanted to do this. I hopped on and I went a little while, and then Seany Poo came on. So that was awesome. And then Dokta came on. So we were joking about how it's just more fun to do it with other people. I love doing it with
Way
Mo.
Better.
But we're going to be doing the photo finish live stuff. That's going to be more of our focus, definitely more of his focus, obviously the Cryptoy stuff. And then we'll decide on the Veve stuff. But, you know, if he's not doing it, I'm here. I may do it. Obviously, he's my good friend. I'd rather do it with him. It's more fun, but I will do it with other streamers too. So, hey, we got Mohammed in the house. Good to see you. Let's see, Big A, how do we know the type of fiche we have? I assume as Web 2 since I bought forever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about this other than the whole thing. Yeah, he's burned out. I got to recharge. I get it. I get it. Because, I mean, he is a true content creator too. And doing all that announcing for PFL, you know, producing the Kentucky Derby every month, you know, producing Cubathon, and then just the daily stuff. It's, you know, it's not easy. It's a lot of work. So thank you, man. You know, I love you, Moknowz. And everyone here does too. So, boy, this has been absolutely great. I'm trying to think. I mean, I can go for a little bit longer, but I do have some stuff to do. You guys want to talk about anything else? Any last words? Anything? Obviously, we discussed Seany Poo's B-Day. Doctor Strange is going to be doing a video for the X Factor comics, so check that out. See if he'll be stacking or slacking. I don't know what I'm going to be doing today. I've got some stuff to do, but I'm not doing any Veve videos. I haven't done that in a little while. Anything else going on, guys?
I've got something I've got a project that's going to be popping off next month. I can't say too much because it's a collab, but
nice.
It is something you guys want to stay tuned in for. And then also, I've got a shout out to Chris Bropez. He's my homie. I mean, I can't go into too much detail, but oh my gosh, things are going up on the incline. Oh, I wish I could show you guys, but just keep on tuning in because things are starting to elevate.
Nice. It's exciting. Like just getting to, so how many subs do you have now, Seany Poo? You broke that 100.
I know I did. I really appreciate it too. Shout out to everybody.
Yep.
Let's see, where am I at? Let me look at
that. Is such a big milestone. Like I remember when I broke it and I like holy cow. I think I broke it in like 32 days. And I'm looking like, is that good? And they were like, it was a little better than average. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Just kind of keeping up with the numbers, but just grinding once you get there. And we were kind of talking last night about numbers. This is not to toot my horn. I've got 96,000 subs, but it's really vanity. And we were talking about having, especially in this space, because my guys don't come over to Veve. You'd be better off having 1,000 or 1,500 of just Veve people than you would to be all over the place with a bunch of people. So focusing on everything. And since you broke that 100 and you're all over the place, Seany Poo and Dr. Strange, look where he's going. He's freaking grinding. And look at this now. He's ambassador for Cryptoys. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So just keep it up and it all just comes together. So what's going on here? Oh, that's a different stream right there. I'm just trying to keep up on here. So yeah. So I think that's it. Let me start with you, Seany Poo. Before we go, let me let you say something, and then you, Dr. Strange. I'll say goodbye to the chat, and then I think we're gonna head out. Any final words?
All right, my name's Sean Sauter, aka Shawnee Poo. I'm working on my debut children's book, and I'm also a YouTuber. And speaking of YouTube, I've got my birthday stream coming up on Monday, October the 2nd. I'm going to be doing a bunch of giveaways, sketch card stickers, and all kinds of stuff. You guys got to tune in for that. Also, going to be giving out stories about how did Shawnee Poo get 8 secret rares, seriously, cover price, how did that happen? And Shawnee Poo's origin story. And what else do I have? I'll just leave off with this. Keep dreaming, keep learning so you can get those dreams, and most importantly, keep smiling. That's it.
Thank you. And Dr. Seany. Now it looks like Moknowz was going to come on.
Oh,
I mean, here's the thing. Are you going to, you can be on in a few seconds. I mean, let's, you have a sound effect for that? Like hit the brakes? I don't know if you guys, if he'll come, there you go. If he's going to come on, I'll wait a little bit longer for Moknowz because I just love that guy. But we'll still go to you, Doctor. Just tell us something to leave us, and then we won't leave. Right? If you want to stay, you can go if you want. Yeah.
Thanks for the pressure. Nah, I mean,
yeah,
man.
No, Mo,
nothing,
come on,
man.
Mo,
Nothing much, man. You guys know the drill, man. Yeah, just look out for this Stacking the Slacking episode coming out later on the channel, All Things Strange. Other than that, I'm going to try to come on, do a little live stream later on, some Cryptoid stuff, man. And I'm going to try and get my link out there. Shout out to Nanu for Max Minton using my referral link.
That's
really appreciate that. And yeah, man, that's pretty much going to be the grind for the day. So yeah, man, I appreciate you having me on. I'll stick around, of course. If
I think Mo's gonna come on. He's getting his coffee. That gets him going. I'm sure he'll take us. Yeah, I mean, I can go to about like 12:30, maybe 12:40, and then I need to go. Oh, here he is.
Yeah, just had to get the bones wet. He had to get the bones
right, exactly. Wet. The one, the only Moknowz. What's going on?
You.
Now, how do I pass over the controls to you, Mo?
Yeah, don't even fucking think about it.
How you doing, man? Did you actually get to sleep in?
Yeah, I'm shot. I was doing better until I woke up and saw this. What is this freaking graphic you were using? VE?
Oh, dude, you should.
Don't you know we have a level of quality around here at Skin and Bones?
Yeah,
this ain't it. This was like a demo Cubathon thing I sent you fucking 7 months ago.
Yeah, I know.
And I wake up and it's like a final product now. And I've been replaced on my own fucking show, so I don't really know what the hell's going on here.
Right. Well,
I've already hit the quota for F-bombs. I think you guys probably crossed all day, but it's cool.
No, that's all right. Yeah, no. I was telling everyone. So basically, I just decided to do this. I went on and saw this, and honestly, I have not gone through the whole StreamYard and all this stuff. And I looked at this, was quickly trying to figure out how to just take it off, and I couldn't. And I said, all right, I'm going live. I'm not going to mess with this. So I just explained to everyone this is not the Cubathon. I said that you would be pissed, and here we are. But there's nothing I can do.
You know me by now. What up, Shawnee, by the way? What up, Doc? Good to see you guys.
What's up, Moknowz? How you doing, brother?
I'm just waking up, brother. It's been a long time coming. I normally sleep like 3 hours a night, but once in a while, man, I just got to like recharge, So
yeah, totally. You definitely been
I woke up after
burning the candle. Yeah, he always wakes up on the wrong side of the bed. That's why we love him.
This is actually a good side. You don't even want to see the bad side.
Oh, yeah, it's a great side. What are they talking about?
Yeah, a beautiful day. What I missed, gentlemen? Anybody pull any secret rares today? We opened up any more Cryptoid cubes? What's going on?
No cubes are open up.
You know what you missed though? You missed Hananu announcing that he max minted using my referral code for Cryptoids, man.
I actually didn't miss that. That's exactly when I woke up. But congratulations and good on you, Hanano. Hanano, my main mono.
He's a good man, and like we said, spread the love. And you guys, if you just go up a little bit, you'll see his Cryptoids link. You'll also see Shawnee Poo's Twitter. Go in there and follow, and then also see the Google form for his birthday bash giveaway. So get that filled out. So you can participate. It's going to be October 2nd, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, I think he was saying, but I'm sure he will update you.
Yeah. And BE, you know what? I've been teasing a bunch of stuff all morning. Can I share one thing? Can I share a video?
Please.
I was talking about my son. And
all right, let's pull this up.
Okay. Are you guys ready for this? This just happened last night. Again, this was one of the airdrops from Nono's Star Wars purchases. Here we go.
I'll see this.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, I actually can hear it. Yep. Oh my lord!
Oh,
what did he get?
Requests. I never saw that.
I have a feeling we're gonna hear yelling. Whatever. All right.
Am I in this video?
All right, here we go.
Yeah, right. Alrighty. Oh! Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, nice!
First appearance desk.
Oh my lord! So that's his account, not your.
Oh my god!
You gotta just kidding me.
Brick.
Yeah.
Holy
Wow.
crap!
What mint did he get? Just out of curiosity.
He got 15.
That's what I got last night on a grail. I didn't get the ultra grail. I got 15 on. Maybe those were going out last night. Congrats. So that's his account. So you're not getting any of the love from Cryptoys on that. He will be.
No.
Oh, but still, how awesome.
Oh, he was so happy. I wanted to share that with you guys. That was so cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, everyone in this chat is trying to get an ultra grail, and very few do. So tell them congrats from us. That's awesome.
Cryptoys, if you guys are watching, man, that was a cool experience. You guys got to hear my son's experience, or you got to hear him.
Yeah, that expression. He was totally. That's like me last night when I got the 15 on the grail, the Luke grail. I was pretty excited about that. Yeah, but no ultra grail. I feel like that is not going to happen. But dude, he's part of the ultra grail club. If you guys don't know, if you get that ultra grail, you have chances of getting physicals. And I think last time they got 3 UFO escape cubes, and they're getting a physical. There should be more stuff every 90 days. And once you're in, unless you get rid of it, and you can't get rid of it now. So yeah, definitely.
He's so excited.
Hey, real quick.
Oh, I bet you is.
Real quick, man. I just want to say, if Fernando was still in the chat, man, if you want to unbox those on my live stream later, you can definitely do that, man. Come through.
We're gonna have like 1 million unboxings today, because I know like Superstar and Dino, now you, and who the biggest bro might have one. Who knows? Shani Poo. Everyone's gonna have like a stream going on. I'm so sad I've got no cubes. I have, and Moknowz has no cubes.
You opened them all?
Look.
Oh,
I'm not even sharing all of them.
Shawnee Poo,
I got one left from yesterday.
Let me get some of that. Yeah, let me get some of that memory music there, Shawnee.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Ready?
It was late last night, around 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was laying down with my nightcap on, watching 90 Day Fiance, sitting down with a nice Red Bull and a bottle of Chianti, and I get a DM on Discord, and it says, "Hey, you want to go live?" And I replied, "Crazy son of a bitch, we did 4 streams today." I said, "What'd you do, chop up Shelby and put her in a freaking backpack somewhere?" And he goes, "Nope, let's go live." So we went live at 2 a.m. I don't know what time we ended that shit, but man, yeah, that was wild, dude. That was absolutely wild. We have no cubes left at the end. The TLDR is we have no cubes left because this guy couldn't stop streaming yesterday. Fucking content machine.
It was great. Now Shelby Cobra, maybe I'll open hers on stream tonight, or she will.
Have we seen her today?
No. She was in the chat.
Has anybody seen her in chat? V, I don't want you to talk right now. You're a suspect. Has anybody in chat seen Shelby Cobra today?
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Oh.
I don't know, man.
I thought maybe she wasn't in the chat. She said she was. We got in some deep conversation. She's like, you're treading on dangerous grounds, but it was a great conversation, I thought. But yeah, I thought she was in the chat, but maybe I'm wrong. She is still alive, I can tell you, because she says she owns my number 15 Luke Grail. So that's how I know she's alive, right? She owns it.
That's somebody. That's what somebody would say who exterminated their significant other. Though.
That's true.
And Mo, did you jot down what he said? He almost, he laid down the groundwork for why, something could have went wrong. He said he was in trouble.
I'm taking notes. The investigation is open, and trust me, we're about this. Skin and bones on the case. We don't just do birthday parties anymore.
Right.
Now we do murder mysteries.
That's exactly right. Right. That's right.
Mo's murder mysteries. There you go.
On the news.
No, Skin and Bones presents murder mysteries.
Exactly. Hey, we do everything. We don't just do weddings and bar mitzvahs and birthday bashes and all that stuff. We do it all. We do murder mysteries. We do reaction videos. It's going to be the next biggest thing.
Don't forget, we got that puppy graduation coming up next weekend.
That's true. I forgot about that. Then I get a week off and I come back, and then we got the cat graduation. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. You guys
are doing a bunch of uncubing stuff. In fact, do you want to uncube one right now?
Ooh. Well, he's sharing. Yeah. Yes,
right.
Please.
Oh boy.
Let me see if I can make it. Hang on. Let me see. Is this? Oh yeah, this makes it wider. So cool.
There you go.
All right, there we go. You guys ready for this?
All right. Good luck, man.
All right, guys.
All right. What are you looking for?
Well, if I was going to be honest, I would say an ultra grail, but I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm just going to wish for a Vader. That's all I want. But I'm probably going to get a Leia.
Or a farm boy. I got a couple farm boys, and I do have a couple of common Vaders. But let's see what you get. Good luck.
All right, guys. Here we go.
Good luck.
Come on, you.
What are we?
Look, give him that ultra grail.
All right.
Oh, if you got another ultra grail, that would be insane.
Let's do this.
If that's the case, I'm coming to stay at Seany's house for use his
I'm
IP address.
Yeah, I'm only opening cubes there. All right, you got a rare. I don't know if you needed that, but it's not a bad one. Probably a good one to trade late in the future.
Right.
What mint did you get? I can't even see that. I'm so blind.
Here we go.
Just a random one, man. I need to get those last. I got to get at least one last mint. There you go. 2380. That is the year she comes back to life. So there you go.
There you go.
I'm happy.
So what do you think would be a fair trade? Is there something that's ranked like a 4? So would 2 4 commons be commensurate for a rare, or how you think trading will work?
Good. Yeah, actually, that's a really good question. So I would assume, for instance, like Jeff, who got that like 90, the 80 common. Was it the Luke? I think he said Luke. Like that's going to go for a lot. So he could probably trade that potentially if somebody has multiple Ultra Grails. Maybe they would trade it for something like that. So I think it's going to depend on mint. But if it's just a straight trade, like you got a crappy mint and they got a crappy mint, you may just be able to just do grail for grail, 1 for 1, because they're all the same, right? We know the amount out there is the same for each one. So I think that's how it will work, but you never know. Maybe more.
But I mean, in terms of like, what if someone has a decent mint common, and then a high mint common, and on that chart they're both a scale of 4 or whatever, and then you're trying to trade someone for one rare, which is a 8 on the scale.
Oh, on the media, that'll mean
and a high mint. Yeah. So I'm wondering if we'll be able to do combos of trades and stuff. Stuff like that.
That's a good question. I don't know how that's going to go. We do know that those points are going to matter. So yeah, maybe somebody will say, all right, I think more. Well, first of all, we already know that these sets that are coming, there's only so much time to do it. So once you can't get the Yoda or whatever left, that's not going to matter as much, but you still might want to put the set together or get the Ultra Grail for the points and stuff like that. So I think trading will change depending on when it happens. Like if it happened next week, it'd be completely different than if it happens next year. So I don't know. It's an interesting question.
Let's do some quick spec talk.
Yeah,
what IP or brand or toy would you want to see on Crypt Toys next? Like what would you want to see in a hanger pack and be able to rip open and start collecting?
Don't get me started.
Only
Everyone's
pick
gonna be
one.
like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Go ahead, Shawnee Poo. Let's hear. Get you started.
It's gonna have to be Transformers. I just want Optimus Prime. No. I want Soundwave. I want a Soundwave, and I want them to be able to transform from robot mode to vehicle mode or whatever.
Oh my
That
God.
would be cool.
Cassette tape or whatever.
I think that will work well
hang
on
on.
Cryptoid,
I'm not done. Hold on.
Let's go.
And for the playset, I want Energon 1 or whatever, or the thing in the
Yes.
mountain. That. Yes.
Ooh. Yo,
That's what I want
Shawnee,
to play.
that is sick, man. Have Energon Mountain in the back, bro. Yo.
Yeah.
Yo, but
Oh
if we
my
get
God.
Soundwave, you gotta give me the two dudes that eject out of his chest, man. You know, send the cassette. Oh man, I need the eagle and the panther, whatever, man. I need that.
Laserbeak. Oh,
Yeah, I think that would
Yeah,
be
yeah,
okay. So that would be good. Here's the question: are they going to want to come towards? First of all, I didn't realize that there's a lot more older people in this space than I had remember, which I think is why we're getting a lot of these classics that we love. I'm just wondering, is there something a little bit newer, late 90s, other than Pokemon, that they're going to bring out just to kind of get the newer generations more excited? What do you guys think?
Power Rangers.
I think so. Right. It would be something like that, or the Turtles. That's 90s. Yeah. I think it could be something like that. Personally, I want G.I. Joe, but at the same
we
time,
talked about that.
I don't
that
know
would be cool.
Yeah, I just don't know if I want chibi type of G.I. Joes, but I'll be open to it if at least I know, I want like statuesque, animated, serious vehicles. I would hope Veve gives me some of that over there, but like, playing on a block, shooting some lasers at each other, stuff like that.
Actually, what if
too,
that
especially
sound
for the unboxing.
That would be cool if they could actually, because Mo and I have talked about, and even Will was talking about taking the original packaged toys, let's say G.I. Joe or whatever, and have the original look and the original package, but add that special effect of, like you said, like the laser shooting to those toys. So it'd be like robot chicken type thing, where it's kind of funny, but it would also add a really cool aspect of play where you have the old toy, but you kind of add some new stuff to it. I'd like that. I don't know. What do you think, Mo?
Come on, BE, let's go party. You know what's coming.
There you go.
Yeah,
I mean,
know what's
maybe
coming, man.
It could be it. That could be the next thing.
Matter of time. I mean, nobody in this chat probably gives a hell about it, but nor do I. But I'd probably grab a pink Corvette. Why not?
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I would totally.
But if it is the Ninja Turtles, man, don't give us the ones that skip leg day. These anorexic looking ass turtles nowadays. I don't know what they're trying to do with this Seth Rogen. Who the hell gave him the keys to the car on that one, man? What a wild ass performance.
That's like my man Winter Soldier on the Veve exclusive comics today, man. Like, he needs to do some thigh workouts or something, bro, because he got that heavy arm. He's holding a big gun. Like, his thighs is mad anemic. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe. What about the Hot Wheels? Could be Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels would be dope.
Hot Wheels is something especially if they had like the play sets where the tracks you could play them on. I didn't think about that. Now that's speculating, so I know we're not.
Well, that's why I also like G.I. Joe so much, was you always had G.I. Joe headquarters and then Cobra's headquarters.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the vehicles, all that, Destro, Baron, like so many characters too. It's just disgusting. It's like unlimited. And those were the original things I remember buying, like in a hanger pack, and almost feeling some kind of way about even opening it, because I'm like, I got the file card on this side, and then but
and all this stuff you want to collect on the pack. What were we gonna say, Shawnee Poo?
I was gonna say, back to the Hot Wheels. The question is, would they be able to make other like IP stuff like they normally do, like the Batmobile?
I mean, anything's open.
Interesting.
I guess they could do anything. This is interesting. Denny's is asking if you remember Micro Machine. Who could forget? Who can the fastest talker in the world would do the commercials?
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah,
Now,
I
that
totally,
would
and you
be
put the penny
something.
in the back. That would be cool to bring that back.
That
But
would be
I don't
something.
know. It'd be so
Sorry, guys.
interesting. No. You go.
I was just gonna say, do you remember how, like, obviously that was the main thing with the micro machines, were like the sets. It's like having a little town, so you'd have the car wash, and then the car spins out, and then so having those sets is like a headquarters. I think that's right up Cryptoid's alley.
And put the penny in the back. Put the penny back.
Yeah,
I didn't
right.
realize. Yeah, totally. Denny said there was an NES game. I forgot about that. Boy, I bet you that's worth something. Yeah. Ooh, I might have to go see if I can see that on the internet. Like, see if you can play it. Get like an engine to be able to play it on a PC or something.
I actually just was watching a video that showed that. That's so funny you brought that up.
Hey, VE, did you see the Gus's message?
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull it up.
Oh.
It's sold out. It's sold out.
Wow.
There you go. I mean, you know what? They came up with a way to push it. Look, making money on all these things all the time doesn't have to be how we collect. I mean, I know it makes more sense maybe to get in the market, but it's fun to go for something. And again, we do need to support the platforms we like. So if there is something you like, that's the time to pay $6.99. Feed the beast, keep it roaring and going. I think that's important. This wasn't one that I was going to go on, but I've done it before on things that, I know I'm not going to make my money back. It's just to help support things. So yeah. And now he's talking about Polly Pockets. I forgot about those. Yeah.
Time out. Guys. Oh my goodness. I've got this idea. Oh. Yeah. Go ahead, Dr. Strange. My bad.
No, go before you forget.
Okay. I would love to see Veve do this. Back in the day, McDonald's, they would give out they still give out toys in the Happy Meal, right? They had these McDonald's Transformers. Do you guys remember those?
I do. They actually did a more recent one like 10 years ago. But yeah, the original, absolutely.
I would love to see Veve do that. And then you touch them and then they transform. And they were just simple things, but that would be a cool team up. Veve, McDonald's, old school Transformer, Big Mac transforming thing. Oh, cool.
What about so you're saying like you have to go to McDonald's to get the NFT or the collectible? I like that idea.
You're expanding on it, B. Wow. You're expanding.
That would be a team that would blow up the space. I shouldn't say NFT, collectible. But yeah, dude, that would totally blow up things.
I'm flipping it.
I was gonna say before I hopped off and bought my comic, I was gonna say, let me go buy my comic and be Common Gang. But I already knew I was Common Gang and I still wanted to buy it, man. Like I didn't care, Gotta feed the beast once in a while, like you said.
Yeah,
I've sat out a lot of comic drops, so this recently, one and tomorrow I'm gonna be going for. Yeah. I've sat out like the last 6 comic drops or so, whenever the last big one was.
I'm gonna it's time for me to probably feed the beast. Hanano said he had the Micro Machine airplane set. I didn't even know that was a thing. In fact, I still have my Micro Machines in the store. Okay, I don't know if you're doing a stream tonight or when you're doing whatever. I want to see that. Maybe I can come on and see it. You guys do pretty late. Shelby Cobra's going to be very upset. I keep doing late.
I'm trying to hijack Hanano again and have him come on my stream.
Definitely, but I gotta see that. If you still haven't, take that out. But here's Gus. 6,000. The Yodas are gone. That's awesome. Even Denny OC, he wants to see it. I remember this. Absolutely. So I do like the idea of combining with some other places to get the collectibles. Could you imagine though, like how many people would rush? Like that's all I would do would be buy Happy Meals to try to hoard them all. So they'd have to have something to deal with that. Let's see here.
Geocaching scavenger hunts. Whoever comes up with a really good app that incorporates that, GG, you win.
For sure. Because we talked about imagine that, or we were talking about in the Veve verse, you could have people could put on hunts, geocache, and hide a NFT or collectible in there, and the first person who gets it, first few people to get it. Yeah, for sure. And I think here's the one.
Mo's the one to do it.
During my interview with True Tech Junkie, he was saying he was working on a space where he had secret like walls and stuff. So you might, walk into walls and they feel solid. You can't walk through them, and then one specific wall you fall right through, and then you'll be in a possibilities, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Fromy was talking about. We lost you for a second there. Fromy was actually talking about that too. Denny OC says I have Micro Machine sets from the '90s Star Trek and Star Wars. Wow, that I got to see those. That's got to be nice to have. Yeah, Mark Davison saying Micro Machines are highly collectible. Yeah, because we all remember those cartoons. So, yeah, I mean, all this stuff. And that's what's cool about this, bringing back our memories, and we're willing to pay for it. And people have done it their whole lives. They get into their late 30s and 40s and they want to go buy those scenes, the car that they remember and the toys that they remember. This is perfect because I'm running out of space in the house for crap. So that's why I like this space.
Do you want to share that image I just shared?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't see that. Thanks for telling me. There you go. Oh, look at that.
Those are so cool.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I remember that. Quarter pounder box, whatever the hell it is, the second one.
Wow, I wonder how much those go for. Can't be cheap.
$3.
They're so simplistic. I think, I would love to see it happen. I don't know.
I mean, I don't see why not. Why?
I'm gonna DM you, Hanano. We'll figure it out because I think, I think Hanano's allowing me to kidnap him, man. It sounds like I.
Yeah, nice. Well, and he wants to open up those cubes he got from your code. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Good. Hanano's going to be looking in his junk. Look who's back in the house. We got Ronnie Lido. Good to see you again. Let's see. What else do we have here? Post show and tell with everybody doing daily or weekly spots. Yeah, actually, show and tell. I would like that because I've got a lot of old collectibles I'd love to show off and let you guys see. And I'd love to see old stuff that maybe people forgot about. I've got a whole watch collection. Probably nobody even cares about watches. I've got all the old video game watches. I don't know if you guys remember those, but in the 80s, we did not have phones, dude. I've got some of the rarest. I got one that was rated like, if you ever see it on eBay, you'll never see it again. It's a fake Pac-Man watch. It is so cool. I got the Pac-Man watch where you put the little joystick in and you would play it. You'd play it.
Exactly. They had the Frogger. Yep.
I got Frogger.
They had that one for Pac-Man.
Yep.
See?
Yep. I've got the Batman.
And they had the Donkey Kong watch too.
I got Donkey Kong. I've got all the Zeldas. I've got this stuff. I've got thousands of dollars worth of this stuff. I don't want to sell it because I like it. I got a lot of stuff, but some of them I didn't take the batteries out of, so I might be screwed, but I don't care. Really remember the Qbert. That was one of my favorite, the watches. And then I've got other like the Seiko watches. I got one. It's the first one that recorded your voice. I've got the TV watch. Yeah, dude. I've got the first watch that you could actually like talk to it to do something, like give me the time. I think that might have been a Casio. I've got some crazy stuff.
Casio, that was the Casio.
Casio, yeah. And then I've got one of the Seikos. It's a data bank, but it came with this huge keyboard. You put the watch in, it had a little printer, and you can type on it, but it's in Chinese. And so I got that. I got a lot of stuff I got in the mid 90s that I was collecting. That was a lot of fun to do that. So yeah, but I'd love to. It's a good suggestion to to have that. Ronnie is just waking up. 2 days left to paint. Yeah, he's got this big event going on. So yeah, keep us updated, guys. Check out his stuff. It's really amazing. He's doing these huge murals, and he's got these big paintings that he's been working on. So that's going to be exciting to see. Maybe you'll do a show to show that off. Absolutely.
Oh, yes. He's actually going to be part of the Discord event coming up. Cool. And guys, we're on Twitter heavy. We're on YouTube heavy. Might want to get in Discord. I hate Discord personally, but I admit they've redone the Veve Discord. It's very clean. They have new mods over there. It's a lot more order versus chaos. And I've been having a good time over there. They have a lot of voice channels and stuff, but I noticed at the very top, there's something that says events. And when you click on that, there's 2 events. There's an open mic night, which I might be a part of coming up. And then you'll see another event which literally has K Collections and Ronnie Lido highlighted. So
cool.
You can tap in through the Veve Discord.
Let's see. I'm trying to get. Yeah, dude. Hanano just sent me. I don't know how I'm going to get this on the stream right this second, but he just sent me the Micro Machine and the Star Trek one. Oh my god, dude, that is awesome. Dude, that is awesome. Now I want to go back through all my toys and check that out. I'm trying to think. Hold on, man. I got an idea here.
Why don't you try doing something that's not going to piss off Shelby Cobra?
which would be right, like
not going through toys as a fucking 40-something-year-old man.
Oh, dude, she likes that stuff. She loves it.
Women like different types of toys at that age, VE.
Trust me, I got that all taken care. I told you I unboxed her last night and rewrapped her up and put her to bed, and we're all good.
Mint number 69, dude.
You said it, not me. You know, but you know the thing is, and Seany, I don't know how it is with you, but with all, you know, when you're getting started, you're putting all this work in and remembering to spend the time with your loved ones. That's been my hardest thing because I feel like I got to do so much and I have OCD. So I'm always wanting, and I'm not doing it right. I'm not. And Mo always tells me, just make sure you take care of Cobra, make sure she's happy. And I'm still not doing it right. I'm getting better.
I told you put Cobra in the cage before we start work. That's what I told you. Well, don't let her out of her cage during working hours. This is what I tell you.
But she's been awesome. But yeah, like I gotta like just not like, I don't care about subscribers. I don't care about any of that, but like, I want to put out fun stuff. I want to do fun stuff with Mo. I want to come on the streams. It's fun to come on with you guys and just hang out. And, but that's not something she gets to do. Unfortunately, because of her job, she's got a real job. She can't have, they actually have rules on like social media. So she can't have her face out there, which kind of sucks because it would be fun to do the stream, do some streaming with her. I mean, she can come on as a voice and try to open cubes on a crappy laptop that crashes. She can do that for sure. But yeah, I need to work on that. How does that work for you, Seany? I mean, obviously, with your son and everything, looks like you're spending a great amount of time. Really, you it seems like you have it together. I don't know. I don't.
It might seem like that on the outside, but I am with you, BE. I am constantly looking at myself and saying, why am I not doing more of this? And this is something I don't know if you experience, but I find myself when the kids are around sometimes, I got to get this stuff done. And I'm focusing, my mind is over there. But then when they go to bed, the opposite happens. I'm working on the stuff and then I'm just thinking about them. And then I'm thinking about, I should have done this, or I could have done this, or I could have done that. But the thing that helps Seany Poo, schedule. I have to schedule. I have to work out my day and understand where I've got free time, where I don't. And I've got to make it work, and putting in the time and effort and analyzing it and understanding it is going to help me get closer to my kids, hopefully. Versus just it'll come whenever it comes. Now you gotta, you gotta do that. And you just said something about voices. BE, this keeps on popping in my head. I don't want it to go away, but next time you guys do a video and you guys need a voice, Moknowz, Seany Poo's here. I'll do anything you guys want. Boy, girl, whatever, robot. Let me know.
Hey, we don't judge. We don't judge in 2023. Whatever you want to play. You know what I'm saying? You tell us, you know what I'm saying, who you are, what you want to be, and we got you. No, but we have some ideas coming up. Probably more so for like a holiday Cubathon event, because again, B is going to be on the road for a bit. However, it's going to give me more time to kind of work on the cartoon. So that being said, yeah, if I know some of you guys ahead of time are interested, it would allow me to kind of flesh out the story a little bit, flesh out the lines a little bit. Because usually right now I just kind of send it to BE and I'm like, you ready to wing it?
Right.
And then the last time I hit up Steph and I was like, hey, what's up, Doc?
I'll be available for voice work as well. So if you want to throw me in, I'm down too.
Oh, we got you. You're going to be like the smoking caterpillar on the way to Unchained Mountain. Don't worry.
By the way, just real quick, here's the picture Hanano wanted me to put up of the Micro Machine. Look at that thing. That's crazy. And by the way, D, thanks for dropping by.
and supporting Hanano's max minting habits.
Yes.
Look at that thing, dude. Oh, my Lord. That's awesome. All right. Isn't that cool? Go ahead, Mo. Sorry. Go ahead.
Was I still talking?
You were going to say more about like maybe the project that you might be working on.
Oh, yeah. No, just, probably expect something, probably more leaning in like to the holiday area. Probably at the Halloween, sometime around that area. Because like I said, we, V's traveling, and we try to make, step up the game a little bit. The first one was absolute trash. Still can't believe Will sent that anywhere. Should have sent it right to the freaking garbage. But yeah, and then the second one, like I said, I was like, man, Orko sounds like just sounds like straight out of Brooklyn. I'm like, that doesn't work. I was like, so I hit a step, and she was like, yeah, I'll record the voice. So yeah, right. And Seany, Doc, make sure I hit you guys up for sure, because I got a couple good ideas I'm gonna work on.
Yeah, I'm excited. They're so much fun to do. So yeah, let's see here.
I just wish we could do it with different IPs.
I know. Then like
I sure as hell don't want Star Wars coming after my ass.
Yeah.
And Disney's about the same, but I feel like He-Man, we get a little more leeway because they probably want people to promote Motu. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. By the way, Ronnie, next week.
Crazy.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Doctor. We lost you there for a second.
Oh no, I was just saying the stuff they already put out, stop motion on their IG.
I think Mo's going to have to translate that.
Yeah, we need a robot interpreter.
we need a robot. That you were sorry, Doctor. We lost you for a second. Just real quick though, Ronnie Lido was asking about when we're going to get those next week. I won't be here, but I'm sure Mo would love to have you on and open cubes. If you want to wait until October 2nd when I'm back, we could do it then. But yeah, next week some point. I don't think we have an exact day for the Mickey Mouse stuff. So there you go. All right, what do we got here? Yeah.
Doc, let me back.
Are you back, Doc? Do you want to say what you were saying again?
Nah, don't worry about it, man. Keep
okay. All right. Sorry. Well, okay. So one of the things, Shawnee Poo, that we were talking about, like family time and all that, a lot of these projects, like we just don't find out until the last minute. That's the only thing that drives me nuts. That's what makes it so hard. Like I was freaking out. I'm like, if this happens while we're on the honeymoon, my OC is going to kick in and I'm going to jump off the boat. And so
you would get thrown off the boat.
Yeah, I would have gotten thrown off the boat if I did anything for sure. And so when they said it was happening, I'm like, this is awesome. But then now all of a sudden we had stuff planned and I had to move things around and that pisses her off, which I get, right? Like, but it makes it hard as a creator. It's really hard to figure out that balance and to be able to move on the fly. So I don't know how you guys feel.
No, I completely agree. I know. So you're going on your guys' honeymoon, right. And I know your mind's gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, what's gonna be coming out? Because Veve doesn't put out like a month's worth of stuff.
No, right.
That would be really cool to be able to prepare as content creators. Like, okay, we know this week we've got this, and this. Let's get this ready. We can put this video together. But yeah, I would be in the same boat with you. The only thing I could suggest is be present. Be present. You're going to be on your honeymoon. Skip all this digital stuff. Make Shelby, make her feel like $1 million.
That's right.
I have to, because if I don't, that will be the end. Plus, if I do well on this trip, she might give me a little bit more leeway. But we were even just talking last night because, and we were talking earlier, Shawnee Poo and I were, about our autoimmune disorders and stuff. I kind of work all hours of the day because I'm taking a nap or whatever. And I just got to figure out, how, like you were saying, like to fit her time that she needs, because I love her so much, while still being able to do what I like. Now, I like being a night owl, but she is such a light sleeper. She hates it when I come in because then the dogs start barking and everything. So that makes it hard. But like I thrive at night, and that's my biggest problem. I'm a night owl, and I haven't been able to do that.
I'm trying to think. You said if you do well on this trip, like is she there? Is she sitting there with a scorecard? Like, oh, he caressed the swell of my back. That's 5 points for BE.
Oh, you know,
like,
she doesn't.
He told me I was pretty. That's another 3 points for BE.
It's in
like,
her head.
He texted Mo back. That's minus 24. Like, like, is that what's going to be happening here? I feel like
she's going to have a running thing going on in her head. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Women always have a running tally.
The whole
in their
thing
head.
is a test. I know, right? It's going to be a test. But what I told her, as I said, we're going to need our phone. Oh, did we lose Dokta? We're going to need a phone while we're out. But what I said is, I'm not going to bring mine. You bring your phone. You know, we have free internet, but we won't be able to stream. But when we're near like the shore, we'll be able to do it. But I'm like, look, maybe I'll go on if I'm working out. I think we're 6 hours behind, so I might be able to hop on something while she's asleep. But you know, I just need to not have my freaking phone. I just have to give it up and just kind of, you know, get away from it. But man, it's going to be hard because I am going to be thinking like, what's happening? I'm always checking. It's a horrible habit. And maybe if I do it, though, it'll get me better moving forward. That's what I'm hoping.
Is it more of a flex to keep the phone with you and just not look at it?
Right? Be like,
to prove to her that you can keep the temptation close and not, you know what I'm saying, fall to it, as opposed to be like, oh, well, the only reason why you're not talking to Mo and looking at comics is because I made you leave your phone home.
That's
like,
a good
point.
point.
You know what I'm saying? So you might want to really think about this plan. I would seriously go for the harder flex. It's a harder level challenge. This is like
you're right.
This is like level 4 difficulty. You know what I'm saying? You want to play it like level 1. But I'm gonna put in the Konami code here and just, you know, fire it up a little bit. Let's go level 4. You know what I'm saying? Show
I like
up.
it. I think that's good advice. I think maybe what I do is I let my phone like die, and then I've got it in my pocket, but I can't do anything with it. But she might not know it's dead, so therefore I get the credit. I get the gold stars, as Hanano said.
Until she watches the stream, and she's like,
it's
"Oh,
already." She's exactly.
Doc is back.
The Doc is back.
Yes, who's back?
Boy. No knows.
He knows it all.
I don't know what the hell I know anymore. I seriously feel like I'm losing my mind every day.
Well, so since you're here, let's give them, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to go, but let's give them a little taste of what's going to happen with Photo Finish Live. I don't know what I think we might try to get something done this weekend to put out next week, but we can start racing next week. So what's the plan, Mo?
Yeah, so plan, as of right now, I think BE said Saturday he's available. So I think we're going to do probably our first horse in the race show on Saturday or record it prior. I'm not sure if we're going to do it live or record it, but either way, Saturday we'll be able to enter Drop Zone, which is the first syndicate horse in a race. That being said, I need to get on the horn the next couple days, those of you that filled out the Google form for the horse syndicate. We will be doing round 1 here for some fundraising. For the first horse, we have another horse that will not run until the following month, so next October, well, in October. But there is a horse running September 25th, so I will be sending out emails, $25 for 10%. We're going to limit people to 1 share for now, but if it doesn't fill up for whatever reason, about like 26 people, so, I mean, 26 with 10% shares, I mean, that should be, you know, roughly 3 horses.
Right.
I have 2 favors to ask of Mo. And I know, like, it's early, so forgive me, man. But this is like a selfish favor right here. I'm requesting. Number 1, if you just remember to, like, do more impressions while you're on stream, man, because that shit used to have me on the floor, man. But I missed the Arnold. So, number 1. Number 2, I have other requests. It's early. Could you, like, do a quick race for us, like just a short one? Could you, like, do a quick call?
Yeah.
You know, I just love that shit.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'll share my screen with the BE here.
Yes. Yep. It gets me, like, going for the day. I don't know what it is. It gets my blood pumping, man. It's like when Shawnee proves on the stream, man.
I appreciate that, man. I got it up here. It's crazy, man. You know, when you have a true love for something and you have conviction, I mean, people see it. You know, I don't blow smoke with people's ass when it comes to my love for horse racing and, more importantly, photo finish. Let me share the screen.
It is his love. I can I can vouch for that.
It's really not even the money.
Yeah.
I mean, people could be like, "Oh,
No,
Mo's
you were in this
just happy
before.
because Crown, 15x last month." Like,
No.
yeah, it's part of it, but it's been like this since October.
You were into this more even before you could make any money. So
exactly.
All right, there you go.
right.
Should be sharing that.
Yep. All right, I'm going to add you to the stage. There you
So
go.
out of the impressions, Doc, because my girl tells me sometimes cultural appropriation is a bitch. So what impressions don't offend you? Because I'm curious. Which one do you like?
All of them. Honestly, I haven't had a problem with any. I haven't even processed it through that type of filter because nothing jumped out as I wasn't offended. But I don't know. That's like a weird
My
question.
girl tells me most of my accents sound Asian after a while if I get too excited, so I don't really know how to take that. But we're gonna.
I never got that. I never got that.
I never got.
Yeah, we did a.
Nah.
We did an Arnold call on the photo finish stream, and it was like they were like, I don't know when Asian Arnold showed up, but it was now it's like a whole meme over there because I can't get away from it. Because you got to get when you go down the stretch, right? The last stretch call on the race, you got to get amped up, right? You start telling the story, showing who knows, right? The book, you got to have the opening, you got to have the denouement, and then you got to have the ride down, right? But like, I get to the stretch run, and I've never said certain things as Arnold in my voice, so like. You get used to saying certain words, certain short phrases, and then I'm like, oh shit, how would Arnold even say the horse is off the turn? You know what I mean? So anyway, we'll figure it out here.
I mean, for me, with the impressions, what I liked best, I didn't really hear you usually use them during the races too much. It was just more or less like through the conversations and stuff when the races weren't going on. That you were doing stuff and saying stuff
in between stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that I definitely miss. And just like in general, that's what I was saying, just when you're on live streams, especially the other ones, like the long ones, like I could see you making a bet like a Moknowz, like Rambo one, with the red headband on, and then for like 10 minutes you're just doing Rambo. You know what I mean? Or something.
I love the idea.
Oh man.
All right.
With this, all I need is the announcer voice filter. All I need is the announcer filter on with this, and I'm like a kid all over again in OTB somewhere. So.
The question is, I can't turn my third monitor on. Is my voice on? My announcer voice on?
Yeah, your voice is on.
Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay. Sorry. Definitely on the spot here with this one. All right, let's go back to the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you tuned in for Drop Zone, a.k.a. the impromptu Cubathon, according to the overlay. Horses are in the gate. It's post time. Five-horse field, massive prize on the line, locked and loaded. And they're racing here in the storm cloud breakaway. Shake 'em up's gonna break well from between horses. Then comes Ripley down at the rail. Weekend Noodles trots along here in the yellow silks in front of Barnaby. And Uptown Loco is going to round out the top leaderboard here as they head out the opening turn here. And there's 5 furlong left turning affair in the turf. Track is good and racing is fun up top for Shake 'em Up as Bigfoot Stable Runner starts to pull away here from the pack, opening up by 6. And now we're joined here coming around the stretch. Oh shit! Wow! Now it's coming around the bend. I've got the stream deck on the side. No, oh shit! Oh, I just fucking broke everything. No!
Oh no!
Oh shit, we got a problem here, boys. Sorry, I had to break illusion. I just shattered my stream deck. This is not good.
No! Are you serious? Uh-oh.
Yep.
How do you... I don't even know how that happens.
I shattered the freaking backplate that holds it. It just felt... I just launched it off my recliner when I was doing that race call.
Oh no.
Sorry.
That was completely botched. I just freaked out because I saw everything explode on the floor, and I was like, what the hell was that?
No, buy another
That
one off
sucks.
Amazon and say it came broken. I didn't say that. In a video game. Well, that stinks. Does it still work, or is it just...
I just Stream Deck's actually fine, but it's the thing that holds it. The holder's broke into 5 freaking...
Oh, the plastic holder.
The cost of doing amazing streaming.
It's the price you have to pay for what you do.
Yeah.
Holy shnikes.
What did he say? Emergency? I don't know. I guess we'll just leave that in the background for night.
Now we're gonna have the immersion was broken.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, that's the short and gist of it. But yeah, I was trying to think mid-turn two. I'm like, what gross am I gonna go into here for stock? And I saw my stream deck go launched off the corner. And
oh man,
it still sounded good even after that happened. You always do good recovery, so see, and everyone's saying that holder is crap. So
it is.
I
know, but I still need it.
Yes, right. You still need it. Oh wow, yeah, they must have something better.
Hey,
I did think it was my stream deck at first.
Hey Mo, which stream deck do you got? The 15?
I just have the was 15 key.
Gotcha. Yeah. So
6 is too small. The 15, if you use folders and shit, is pretty
there
reasonable.
You go. Okay, yeah, that's crap. Oh my lord, you got to be kidding me. And so the new one has it built in. Is that the 50 one? Because that was the one I wanted. I bet you with Black Friday coming, that's going to be a good deal.
Oh,
maybe.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's why I'm waiting to get everything. Then
I would like to get a low profile mic arm. That is my That's the Christmas wish. There you go.
Yeah, I just have mine right here in front of me. I should get the boom. It hasn't been too big of a deal, but yeah, there's always something that I want to buy. I was just talking to Dokta about the gimbal stabilizer for video. That's really cool if you do videos and stuff like that. It just gives you that clean look. There's so much stuff. The lights, I had to go buy the lights so the green screen work better. Now I need a better green screen, so it's always something.
I wouldn't mind trying to figure out how to hook up the PlayStation and stream that, because sometimes the wife likes to play Fortnite. She likes to play Fortnite, and I've got to play with her. So yeah, might as well stream it, right?
Mo knows all about the streaming.
Yeah, I was gonna say he would.
Yeah, I was about to say, because you're stepping into some weird territory. Because the problem with console streaming, especially when it comes to an issue of like playing with other people, using party chats, trying to have conversations with people, feed the audio back through the stream. I mean, you typically need, most people do it with 2 machines. Like I use a 2-stream setup, 2 PC setup when I stream console game shit. But it really does require a lot of like audio patching. If you have a mixer, if you know how to set them up, I mean, you can use a mixer. But most people, when you start like, just use a patch here and set up a bus channel and, route the audio and then put it back through. And then like, what the fuck does that even mean, dude? Like, so, and I'm not going to explain it to people what that means, but, if people have like an audio background, they can say, oh yeah, I can set up an audio mixer. There are ways you can do it, but plus you got to remember about the latency. I know people when they set it up
on TikTok stream like and they make it look so easy. So many streamers TikTok, and they're just playing around, able to chat. Like it's
I got like maybe a half a word out of that. Anyone else?
Yeah.
So weird. You can't hear me?
No, we lost you.
Now we hear you.
Yeah, now we heard that.
It gets choppy sometimes.
That 5G is never 5G for me. It's like a half a G. Never works.
Yeah, that's true. I was streaming like Grand Theft Auto from some private server, and they're still able to talk to people in the chat, and like they just make it look easy. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it's easier through TikTok or what's going on, but yeah, it sounds complicated the way Mo breaks it down.
Well, he knows what he's doing. Did we just?
Well, I think if you talk about GTRP, I mean, the thing is, like PC gaming, like if you're gonna stream PC gaming, now that's easy. OBS just captures desktop audio. I mean, there's nothing to it. Like I said, the problem becomes when you have to capture the console audio. And if anybody owns a console and you have like a party chat going, and you say like put the party chat out through, your TV or whatever, sometimes it still only comes through your headset. It's just how the console is designed. They're like, oh,
Right.
why would you want the audio coming out of a TV? So they still put it through the headset. Then if you put all the audio through the TV, it doesn't even send the audio. So Elgato has like a special cable that you plug into the controller where it actually splits it, because it's a different channel. You got your mic and you got your audio. But now you have a wireless controller with another heavy-ass cable coming out of the bottom of it, or the top of it, depending on what you got. And that's got to feed into the capture card, and then like that's got another cable that splits off, into the PC, and it's like, Jesus Christ, man. It's just... But if you're playing PC games, I mean, it's just plug and play. You turn the game on, whoever you're talking to, they hear you, you hear them. But it's definitely not so easy on the console level, which is why most people don't stream console. And if you look around, the bigger gamer streamers on Twitch or any platform, they're not console gamers. Sports gamers, or they come and go on a yearly basis. There's a reason why you don't really see too many massive kind of PlayStation streamers. And if they are, they stream from their PlayStation, which is the better way to do it. And again, they're probably playing games where you're not even hearing people in their party chat. And that's the unfortunate part of it. That was a long-winded freaking answer.
No, but I mean, it makes sense. It's not, none of this stuff also always works so beautifully like we want. But
Xbox is easier, by the way. Xbox is easier than PlayStation to send the second feed.
I mean, they have it set up so you can do it, even like direct connect to Twitch and all of that stuff, whatever you want to do. Did we just lose Doctor again? No.
He's back.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So, all right, guys. I think I might have to head out here. I have no way to pass the wand, but that's kind of a thing they need to work on, where like I could pass the stream on to somebody else and they could just take it from there. That would actually be kind of a good feature if they actually had that.
Yeah. And so you wake up and your account's deleted because someone showed their friggin' dick off on the channel when you went to sleep.
Yeah, well, you obviously have to trust them, and then they take ownership once it's moved over.
Yeah.
But I'll first start with the chat and then we'll get to you guys. Thank you guys for coming by. Mo wasn't here at the beginning. I actually wasn't sure if anyone would even show up. We had good numbers throughout this whole thing. I appreciate it. I did miss having Mo here. It's a big help. But this is really the first stream that I've done.
What are you talking about? I woke up, it was awesome. You guys were killing it, man.
Well, everyone in the chat was very helpful. Everyone was engaging. So thank you guys. Obviously, Shawnee Poo and Dr. Strange, thank you for coming on. That was awesome. It's a big help. And I'm going to come back to you so you can say final words. Mo, thank you for coming on. You said you're going to come on and I was going to go off. I could not do this without you. But let's go ahead. Let's start with Doctor. Now you can say some final words that are real, and then we'll move on to Shawnee Poo and the Mo, and we'll be out.
As before, man, appreciate me come through as always. I don't know if you can hear me. I keep getting rugged, but hopefully you guys can hear me and you will see me later. I'm going to be live streaming. Hopefully I can kidnap Hananu and him to open some cubes. And yeah, man, new Cryptoys ambassador. So there should be a link somewhere in the chat if you want to buy some cubes. BOGO it up. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys later. I'm about to go do another episode of Stacking the Slacking, man. So yeah, man, that's it. Salute.
Thanks, Doctor. Thank you for coming by. Shawnee Poo.
I'm Shawnee Poo. You guys know where I'm at. Shawnee Poo Tube. Follow. I've got my birthday stream October the 2nd. Giveaways, funny stories, my origin, McFarlane, 8 secret rares. You guys got to watch. And how I'll end off is this. Stay classy, San Diego.
Nice. Thanks, Shawnee Poo, for coming on. Big help. That I really appreciate you coming on. That was cool. Like I said, and of course, Dr. Strange, thank you for coming on. And now, Mo, let's let you go, and I'm gonna let you take us out, like always.
Well, awesome. You have to take us out because you got the button there, big boy.
Oh, I guess I got to take us out. Well, but you could still say final words, and then I'll just say something quick. But go ahead.
Yeah. As always. Well, not as always. I don't normally oversleep, but sorry I overslept. I probably will be messed up for the next couple of days. But new photo finish season starts on Monday morning, so I will fix the schedule by then, rest assured. But other than that, appreciate you guys hanging out, supporting VE. Thanks for Seany Poo, to Seany Poo and Doc for coming to hang out. I'm so fucking fried. Thanks for coming to hang out. Now you guys know why I didn't stream today. But we do appreciate you guys. And now apparently I got to go super glue my Stream Deck base together. And yeah, be kind, rewind. Take us out, VE.
Thanks everyone again. We will see you next time, which will be probably tomorrow. So peace. See you later.
See ya.
Peace.
Later, guys.